Good morning, good morning. Thank you, Lord, for a new day to trade. This is not financial advice, educational purposes only. Shorting small caps is very, very high risk. So today we have some special guests with us. We got Tom T-Bone. He has a channel in the group. Y'all are very familiar with him. And we have Colin as well. I'm sure many of y'all are familiar with him in the Discord. He used to speak a lot on the calls. Feeling super lucky to be able to trade with both of these guys today. So you'll hear them in the background. They're not on the screen. We might get them on the screen before the stream's over with, but we're all cash right now, set up, ready to trade, and we're going to be looking for some 7 o'clock pops here shortly. Good morning, good morning. Colin, you want to say hi?
Hey guys.
Tom?
Morning, guys.
So excited for today. We're getting some good comments. Yeah, hopefully we'll have a good day. Oh yeah, T-Bone, you got it pulled up? Cool. All right, PRs start coming out in 20 seconds. Let's see what we get.
Main watch for me is PAPL.
Could y'all hear Tom then when he said that? Can somebody confirm? But he said his main watch is PAPL. Could y'all hear that? Cool, they heard you. Good. Man, AUD is pushing.
AUD, I think that's a new pop this morning.
So small, so
Okay.
very small. So
So we're avoiding AUUD for now, avoiding AKAN for now.
I wasn't muted. I was trying to hear what it was.
Oh.
Making sure you could hear.
Okay. We all ready, guys? But yeah, nothing looks too interesting, which is disappointing. I love y'all know my favorite PR pops are 7 o'clock pops. You gonna have to turn that down, Colin. Okay, he turned it off, yeah. So I have PL pulled up. I'm not like super interested in it unless it makes a strong move towards $1 probably, but don't pay too much attention to it. Looking for fresh pops. Are you guys trading the whole day or like regular now? We trading the whole day today. Took off for this. So Tom and Colin, a couple weirdos or what? Nah, unfortunately not. I wish I had a cool story, but I don't. Seem like normal cool guys.
He hasn't got the whole story yet.
Yeah. You having them trade in the bathroom? Nah, they here we got a desk set up for Colin. Tom's low key. He's got his setup here. Colin brought a couple monitors, real deal. What you?
I'm just laughing at the comments, that's all.
Oh, I know. We got some personalities.
Trade in the bathroom.
50 likes, get a karaoke session. That's fair.
No, I
Hey,
don't
we
know
have
about
a
that.
karaoke bar.
That's why they said that, yeah.
We could go in there.
So the main thing, so again, I was a little busy yesterday, so we got a weed theme going on now too. So that's interesting, especially for me being in the industry. I didn't even really know what went down. TZO. We're getting a little pop here, but it doesn't look very liquid.
12,000 is traded, so it's not.
Yeah, it's not liquid. Okay, but we'll keep an eye on it. But yeah, I'll keep an eye on it and see if it gets any volume.
YCBD is weed related, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it'll probably eventually end up failing this 200 though.
Mm-hmm.
But again, I'm not going to chase. I'm mostly looking for new pops right now. But yeah, if that one pushes back to like 125, 130, it will be tempting then. Here it goes, J Money. Coward move. There we go. So still not seeing much. Appreciate the support, Just Trading. What are we gonna trade, Cole? Find some. You got that warrior trading. Oh, I know, medium. Appreciate you though. Always been supportive. UGRO, getting a little bit of volume I saw. But it's pumping right now, but only up about 12%. Man, it's been popping on the whole way down. Look at this, that's crazy. About every day or so it pushes right at market open. $1.1 million float, so I'll probably leave it alone, but man, it sure has a history of pushing and not holding. AUUD. Oh, that's the one we were talking about earlier. Yeah, I'm probably avoiding this one for now just because I believe the float's pretty tiny.
I've been watching Toro, Toro from yesterday. It's given up this morning. I'll walk through that play in Discord later on today. We have some good lessons learned in Toro trade yesterday while I was traveling. But it's definitely on my watch list this morning on Pops. To me, it still looks like a decent short. However, backside might be a better play right now on it. But it's giving up right now.
Yeah, AUUD is looking a little weak here though. I feel like it's a trap. What are I bet the locates are pricey on it. Oh my gosh, $1,134 for 1,000 shares. I don't even want to click decline. I'm afraid I'm gonna hit accept. I'm gonna let that expire. That is wild. Yeah, I'm gonna just let that expire. I don't want to fat finger that.
How much are your locates on that?
$1,100.
Under 750.
750.
Well, I have several, but I can get it for 920. There, one for 1,400 and then one for 750.
Yeah,
1,000 shares.
yeah, we're gonna pass on that, guys.
I've got shares.
E-Trade?
Yep.
Man, they giving you free shares.
Right now. But I'm not reserving any. I'm not interested in it.
YCBD's failing the 200. It looks like. Weed news never, sadly, that theme is never lasts very long these days. So it's not a theme that I would completely avoid. What is it? So Trump set to reclassify marijuana soon. Is that? I mean, how many times have we heard?
I had the 200.
Yeah, how many times have we heard that? But historically, this weed news just it'll be hot for like a day or two, and then it's back. It's getting rocked. Did you trade car yesterday? Yeah, I called a decent move on it. 685 to 585. Obviously, I got out way too early, but made a couple grand on it. Only 20 shares. I shared it with the group. I didn't share my interest. So, like I said before, I share like 80% of my trades usually because there's the speculative ones. I know people follow me even if I say not to. So, I kind of trade that one on the down low and then just share the results. It got me yesterday, not by much. I only traded at 10 shares yesterday, and I took a small loss on it. But yesterday, I caught a $100 move on it and thought I killed it, and ended up dropping way more than that. Yeah, 420. So yeah, I started getting it when it started breaking down under the daily pivot, and then just rode it to 585. Made a couple grand on it. Did you trade it? Is it Job or Job? From the Bible, Job. Let us know if you see anything, guys. We're just hanging out. Don't want to force anything. Again, obviously looking forward to trading today with Colin and Tom, but I'm not going to just jump into anything. So, but yeah, I'm gonna try to stay in my lane with Carr though. It was just like one of those shorts of the, of the year. So I wanted to participate in it, but it's kind of not kind of, it's well outside of my normal trading parameters. Tom and Colin told me they can always hear me cracking my beer or whatever. Thirsty. Get that cotton mouth.
PAPL is weak. I'm still not gonna take it, but it's weak too.
PMEC, maybe. Ooh, it's getting a little.
PMEC still.
Oh, I like this. Y'all know this is my kind of play. Let's see. Let me get it pulled up. Oh, and we're up 30. Yeah, I'm grabbing locates, guys. Oh, we're flirting with $1 now. I'm about to slam this thing. Now that we're over $1. Oh my, we're at 2. I'm gonna hold up.
Whoa.
Oh, I got an entry 198.
I'm in 156.
Oh my gosh, what was that? I'm trimming already, obviously. I mean, I got in at 1. What was that? That was scary. If you.
What is it? What is the float on this?
I know. What is the float? What are you seeing, Colin?
6.9.
6.9 million, and it moves like. Okay.
So I already trimmed out a lot of mine. That was a crazy. I'm glad I didn't play the $1 test.
What's it? Look at the finding the news here.
You seeing the news, Colin?
PMEC Holdings accelerates UX expansion for PMEC AI's Hytron, selected for select USA Tech amid growing institutional deployment pipeline.
Patent.
Oh, I love Pat News.
Patent 6 a.m. That's what I think. The float shows. Oh wait. Well, I'm sorry. Wrong ticker. Wrong ticker.
Float 6.99 on mine.
Not a patent.
Oh, it's not Pat News?
No. All right, I was looking at a different ticker.
Accelerates U.S. expansion for Prime Tech AI Hytron, selected for select USA Tech amid growing institutional deployment pipeline. I mean, I've already covered a lot of mine because after it made that move to 2, I kind of slammed it. So my average, and I trimmed out, then got back in. So my average is like 161 right now, but I thought it might break down even more.
I'm out here 118 from 156. The entry was lucky. I mean,
For sure. I'm still holding. I think it's going to break down a little bit more.
156, 118. It was moving so fast, I didn't have a chance to really load on it. I mean, I didn't.
Same.
So, but I'll take it.
How many shares were you in it?
900.
Yeah, I'm still holding 1,000. Oh, did any of y'all on the stream catch that? That was crazy.
I was ready to keep adding, but by the time I tried to add as it was going, I didn't know where it was going. Because I saw something flash. 233 was a high on it. I had visions of 5.
No, it did spook me for a second because I didn't immediately slam it when I saw 2. I actually pulled back because I was like, is this Chinese? Is this low float?
I would have definitely added. I held back, and originally I had a lot more shares, and I don't know why I ended up with only 900, but I started scaling out, and then I hit send, and it was kind of a mess to get in it.
So I'm only in 500 now. I just trimmed at 101, and I'm gonna see if it breaks down under $1, but for these last 500. But yeah, good little trade, but it was a little spooky there for a second. So they're accelerating U.S. commercialization for Prime Tech AI Hytron after selection of Select USA Tech and an invitation to the 2026 Select USA Investment Summit. Oh, this is weak news.
When it moved to 220, it was only trading like 80,000 shares, and I think that's why it did that.
It was, yeah. That's why these pre-market sessions, like you can make money, but you gotta, you do see some of these crazy moves sometimes. That's why I don't like trying to get into them when they're not super liquid yet. Here we go, still riding out.
There it is.
still riding out 500, so I'm just gonna see if these drop more. But um, yeah, it ended up being a good play. I just wish I would have slammed it harder when it was at 2, but I was like kind of shell shocked. Did you get in it, Colin?
I did not. I wasn't quick enough. I saw it when it picked up, and I went to hit the button. It was already back down to 120.
$1.30 off the highs.
I know. It reminds me of those crazy Chinese move too. CJ got it, but got scared to add it. Had CIIT flashbacks. The same. That's exactly what I thought of whenever it went to 2. Instead of being aggressive, I actually got a little spooked, and that was a gift.
I got spooked. I thought, yeah, it was definitely a gift. The problem I was having, it was moving so fast, my cursor was stuck on 125, and I hit the trade, and I ended up with 156.
Well, what happened with me when I first, so I stopped for a little bit at 2, and then I went to enter, and you know, if your entry's a little too far from where it's at, it'll say it won't go through.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what happened to you?
No,
Oh.
I was trying to move it up, and I was hoping it wouldn't come down and grab my order at 125, but it filled me at 156. But I hear you.
I tried to enter, and it was like too big. You're too far from the actual where it's trading. Anyways, holding 500. Seeing if it just this news just feels pretty weak. I just want to see if it's going to round trip these last ones. But
You know, the first thing that came to mind for me, for those that you were on the live, was when it went from 50 cents to 20 something. And when I saw this pop, I was thinking, where's it going? But it wasn't China, and it's not a low flow.
yeah, that was a crazy move, guys.
Whenever you get your location, how many do you normally locate at a time?
So I allocated 2,000 for this one. So if it's in the dollar range, I usually immediately try to get at least 2K. If it's $1 or less, at minimal 2K. Then when you get to $2, $3, 2K shares, and then $3, $4, $5, I'll usually just get 1,000. But if they're really cheap, if I pull them, there's some big orders at $1. Somebody's trying to keep it from going under $1. But yeah, if it's about 3, 4, 5, it's only about 1,000. But I always like to make sure I get enough that I can work with. Yeah, the crazy thing is it's not either of those. And I was about to play that dollar retest. I would have been stressing, or that dollar test, because it lined up with the 200. But again, it was a blessing. I got a pretty good entry on it. So
I was ready at 1, and I was going to hit it at 1. But as soon as I went to hit it at 1, I saw 170.
oh, I'm getting told it's Singapore. I didn't even check.
Yeah, Singapore.
Oh, it is Singapore. That's basically Chinese.
Yeah, so is Singapore as well.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't check, guys. I thought I heard somebody say it was American. Yeah, no, that's not that abnormal. They
7.2 million, if that's right, though.
well, we survived it.
Anyway,
That's a good start.
pays for dinner.
Thanks for dinner. Should have made way more on that though, but that's all right. Crazy thing is it's still up 50%, and it's tempting to slam it here, to be honest,
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking.
because it's going to fail this at some point.
This is going to go.
I just slammed it another $1 or another 1,000.
$1.
I think that's a good.
And I'll if it starts holding above like 110, I might trim out because I don't want to let it play too much. But I think it's going to fail this dollar. Here we go. It's happening. There we go. That was a nice ad. There we go. Drop. Oh yeah. So I already trimmed out some. We'll ride out the last little bit, but it looks like it's gonna break down. So I don't want to get too heavy on it though, because that's Singapore, they might have another trick up their sleeve. But I'm riding out some runners here. And the main reason, guys, I re-entered there, even though it was far from highs, and y'all know I like to try to hit the highs. We're in the 80s. Let's go.
Wow.
Is because you could just see it was struggling to get back above the 200 EMA, 90 or $1 roughly. So just went ahead and hit it again. Not much, but made a little bit more on it now.
Damn, my dollar didn't fill.
Oh, really?
I'm working with my travel setup, and I entered $1 and it was already under $1 and I didn't change it, and so I didn't get round to it, no.
You gotta be quick, you gotta get mobile.
I'll tell you about mobile yesterday in the airport.
I heard it went well.
I was trading yesterday in the airport on the way here, and I just have a hard time with mobile. So if you trade mobile, that's good, it's great, but I can't figure it out.
So we got y'all a trade pretty quickly, so we only got 23 likes. We can do better than that, I hope. Hope some of y'all caught that though. I'm just annoyed I didn't, because when it was like 213 or something, that's when I tried to put that initial order in, and it was so far of a gap. I got an error message on TradeZero. It's like, you can't put in an order there.
Like I said, I got a little freaked. I had to bring down my shares, but I brought them down by 1,000. Yeah, I wish I would have kept that. That could be the trade of the day, right?
Oh, that should have been trade of the day
That
for
whole-
all of us.
That whole move is a trade of the day.
So I'm just writing these out. I want to see if it does some sketch. What does it usually do after a pot? Does it do some sketchy go negative? No, not really. This isn't the type that usually does that. I might cover here at 84 though.
It's to me, it looks like it's going to go to mid-70s here in a second.
Yeah. I'm out 84 though.
Wow, good trade. Good trade. Round 2.
Yeah. 24 now. What's 24 now? Want to say, hey, Cole?
Just gonna see how you do the mobile thing.
Oh, that's how I do it, like a G. Just kidding. Locate here. Do this. And yeah, short here. I just bent. And then this is how I cover. And there's no chart though. Can't see no chart.
So that you're blind to the chart, or you're just trading whatever you saw from previous.
Well, whenever I don't have a screen in front of me, I'm just trading, sadly, from the numbers, watching it. Colin, say, hey, you're already this close.
Hey, buddy. Hey, guys. How are you?
There we go. This is Colin. This is Colin. 6-month winning streak. Shortly after he joined the group.
After I blew up my account.
Yeah, I took him under my wing, and we would talk a couple times a week, and this dude went on a 6-month winning streak. I've never even done that. Well, you'll have to see Tom in a little bit. Don't you mean under your paw? Cool. Trying to be like Colin. Yeah, no, and again, I bring it up because it is brag worthy. I probably take too much credit for it, but he was a Ross guy, as usual. You know, very few people succeed with Ross, but he got the good fundamentals down of small caps, and it was pretty impressive the streak he went on. Like, I'm content if I have a green month. This guy had a 6-month win streak, and it was like, you know, it wasn't like he was having 10K days. It was just solid, you know, 500 to like 1,500, 2K days. But man, it adds up. Adds up. But a lot of newbies in our group have success, and that's not that uncommon. The thing is, and me and Tom were talking about, or Tom was specifically talking about this too. Like you can be easily a 90% win rate trader with short selling. The issue is how do you handle those 10% losses? That's where people usually fail at short selling.
Yeah, your win rate is important, but it's what you and I'm repeating what you said, but I wanted to dig into it a little bit. But your loss in this example, 10%, is a lot more important than your 90% win and how you manage that 10%. Because obviously, if you don't manage it correctly, that 10% can wipe out that 90 plus easily. I mean, you see some traders, they go along and they're up, 90% win rate. They have one trade that wipes everything out. If you're not managing correctly, I know it doesn't work. So that's why you see, for me anyway, that I'll have a line in the sand or a hard stop in mind, and I'll stick to it.
Yeah, and that's the key too, because like y'all know, I joke around about it. Like I made the most money in 2024, and that's when I was kind of, I wouldn't say blindly averaging up, but more blindly averaging up, And I actually killed it that year. But when I had losses, man, they were massive. That was the year I had the 76K loss too. So, and you can get away with the averaging up strategy because Tom's great at it. But he's been doing it for some time now. But the way that he gets away with it too is because he's strategic, starts small, and then he has a number. Like if it ever hits this number in the line, he draws the line in the sand, and then he stops out. Because if you don't do that, it's going to be your account that stops you out.
I agree. I think it goes into a bigger conversation too that we've had in Discord a few times, and that is, for me anyway, it's a trading up. It's trading up a percentage of my trading account and my max position. Whatever that is, 5%, and I won't go over that. And I've seen people, in different areas, different rooms, whatever, that'll max out and they'll go to you. If you have a 50,000 account, they'll trade 30,000 positions. To me, that's a disaster waiting to happen.
That's a good way to put it.
That's my 2 cents on it.
Appreciate it, Tom. That's what they're here for. We're getting a lot of thanks. Magnus Book said, I am also an old Ross follower. I found you in August and started trading your style since then. Have not had a red month since. Nice. Good deal, bro. Love to hear it. Go ahead.
Just on the pre-market lives?
I know Magnus is.
Or is it just?
Do you trade? Oh, we're getting a pump on ELAB, but I think this might have a low float.
I don't think I want to trade ELAB.
Oh, only it's 4.5. Is that accurate, guys? What are you seeing over there, Colin, for ELAB? Because I like this level it's at. ELAB. As in boy. Oh, I'm seeing 1.9. This one pumps frequently. But I kind of like that it's in this congested area, but it's not up that much. They get to see my caveman setup. I was looking at their setup, guys, and theirs are way better. Yeah, it's only up 9% now. So I'll wait, but anyways, we'll see if it pumps a little bit more. But Magnus, do you trade just pre-market? 7:30. Yeah, I was seeing if there's any news, but I had it pulled up while Tom was talking, but I didn't really see anything that was too exciting.
ELAB just dropped too.
ELAB usually drops, but it wasn't up enough. Yes, just in pre-market. Nice, Magnus. Good job. That's the cool thing about this strategy too, is like if you work a day job, and speaking of Colin, he through that 6-month win streak, he had a day job. He still does. He's retiring in June though. He's making so much dang money trading, he don't need a job no more.
Don't believe everything you hear. just trying to be like these guys.
PMEC going up in the 90s again. I'd look at it at $1 again. I would.
PMEC.
Yep.
Yeah. Dang, I got out at 84. Look at that exit. I about timed the bottom.
I was gonna say, I think you bottom ticked that.
And the only reason I got out there, guys, is because the 5-minute 9, it's like my enemy. They love to bounce off of it. So honestly, all those moving averages I do, the 9, 20, and 50. 9 and 20 though, they love to bounce off. But yeah, if we get back to $1, if it tries to break through that, because it's, again, I can't promise anything, but when they get this liquid, it's a little bit harder for them to do those sketchy like moves up like it just did to $2, because it's a little bit too liquid. There's orders all up and down it now, but that's why I try to avoid these tickers if they're too illiquid, because you can see those drastic moves.
I don't think we're gonna see that move again.
No, it's too liquid now.
It's
11 million shares.
There's too many eyes on it now. That, like Justin said, that was a gift.
We didn't fully
It
take it.
didn't feel like a gift when it went over two, but
My heart stopped because I was half a second from hitting it because it got to $1. Like my finger was, I mean, literally I was approaching it. So then I immediately went into adrenaline, like level 2 on ELAB. Yeah, I'm not too interested in ELAB anymore.
TRT's pushing, but it's kind of higher price.
TRT?
TRT. Higher price. So you only up 10, well, no.
And what do y'all want to see from us too before we leave? So they'll be here a couple days. We might have us a little round table discussion. If there's any go ahead.
I was gonna say keep it clean.
Keep it clean, yeah. If there's any specific topics y'all want us to discuss or go into, I know somebody asked, does Colin average in? Yeah, Colin he averages in too. And the way he does it, he tries to always stay above VWAP when he's averaging up. And then if he struggles to, and I'm sorry for speaking for you, Colin, but if he struggles to keep up with it, or if it starts pushing too hard, he'll cut it. But he's usually pretty good at keeping his average above VWAP when they're running against him. And then, when do you usually decide to cut? Like, what's your cutting?
If it starts to get into, 5 digits, I'm usually kind of quick there around the 5-digit mark. So,
Yeah.
10 grand's about all I care to lose.
Yeah, so he has his max loss, and that's the key with averaging up, is you got to have that max loss number. Yours, it might be $100. Mine might be 5,000. Tom's might be, $1 billion over there.
It's a percentage for me.
It's a percentage
of my account.
You keep a big account.
It just keeps it keeps me in check. I brought my size down just to try to get better use of capital. I think there's a lot there to learn, and I'm still trying to work with it. However, with the change in PDT and what that's going to do for margin requirements is still undetermined. But right now I'm trading with E-Trade and it's mostly 5x. In other words, I need 5x in my account to trade mostly small caps.
I think you take advantage of 2 brokers too while you're trading.
I do. I have Cobra as well for backup when the shares aren't available.
Yeah, Tom's main broker he uses is E-Trade. I know a lot of the Discord members know this. And there's a lot of pros to using E-Trade because he doesn't have to pay locates. And I think he said, what do you say, you can get about 90% of your trades on E-Trade?
I would say it's close to 90%. The drawback is 4 and 5x margin requirements on most small caps. The positive side though is there aren't any fees involved unless you're holding overnight, and then you have hard to borrow.
PMEC 98 cents, by the way.
Back up.
Would you hit it at 1?
I was waiting for 99 for my 99 to fill, and it just did. So I'm in it. So I'm in 99 again. Then I'll average up to probably $1.05. If it starts holding $1.10, I'll probably get out. So I'm adding here $1.05. Oh, that was nice. Let's see it fail now. So I got in a 99 and $1.05. So my average is roughly like 102.
Guys, I'm in at 103. 103.19.
Tom always beats me on the average.
Well, when I saw 1, I went to short it. Was I already at 1.4 or whatever it was? So,
So we're back in PMEC. Again, a little trust issues because of that move it had up. Again, I think it's too liquid for that move again, but not promising anything. We're shorting small caps. So Singapore, they could have 1 million shares waiting to slam to do something sketchy, but I'll play it up to probably $1.10. If it starts holding $1.10, I might reevaluate where I'm at.
I'm gonna look to cover here. Let me see.
I'm gonna try to hold it for low 90s, but it's probably not a bad spot. You got a good entry.
I thought 93 was coming, but no, it's back up. So 96, 96.
My first cover set at 93 cents. Let's see if it hits here. Yeah, so trim some there.
Guys, I'm out at 93 on the dot.
I trimmed 2/3 there at 92, and then I'm holding the rest. I'll see if we get that round trip I wanted this time.
And I'm done, and I'm going fishing.
We're in the 80s. Let's go.
Whoa, nice. Look at that. Nice move. That was good. That was perfect. That dollar level.
Very good. I love stacking resistance, guys. Y'all know that. So that was a dollar psych level plus a daily 200. I should have went heavier, to be honest, but because we've seen that little move, it was a little spooky. Come say hey when you come back, Tom.
I'm just happy we got a couple trades this morning, and they were nice ones. I took a lot more shares on that dollar, so
Oh, you did?
my pre-market is good.
Let's go.
Right, you too?
Oh, I only entered a couple thousand just then. Tom's keeping it secret how many he entered.
Because it's so liquid now. It's in my opinion, it's better to take a higher amount on round 2 on this one anyway.
Totally. PAPL. Colin, let us know if you see anything.
Sorry about the noise in the background, guys.
Tom's getting some coffee, so apologies on the noise. They're staying at my one of my Airbnbs I'm launching here shortly.
Trying to keep it real here.
Like a dad on a family meeting. What is coming back up?
PMEC back at 97.
Yeah, I'm still holding some runners on it. That was a good cover though, Tom, because it's trying to fight back a little bit.
I have an open order at 110.
Jelani said, "Damn it, Tom." Just trolling. Not many. Only have like 3 active, right? Well, when this one goes, it'll be active. But this one's pretty dope. We renovated the entire kitchen, bathrooms, added all kind of amenities, got a nice little garden. But yeah, they're testing it out. So we're back to 90 cents. Again, I'm holding just to see if we can get a little round trip on my runners.
The Airbnb is a sweet setup. I'm going to try to see if we can't get them to put in a pickleball court.
Right, yeah. I don't have enough room for it.
But the garage conversion is a theater. It's nice.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah, I'll share some pictures with the Discord. But yeah, we converted the garage to a karaoke lounge, and it's pretty dope. And a movie theater. So we're at 89 cents now, guys, PMEC. So I'm still holding. I want to see if it breaks down a little bit more. Oh, Tom, say hey. I'm gonna match your face.
Morning, guys.
So it's right here. Say hey to Tom. Oh, you can see.
Morning, guys. Tom here. Good 2 trades this morning.
T-Bone is in the house. Feel honored. The legend himself. I agree. Might hit AUUD. So T-Mac, you entered. Oh my, good call. T-Mac said he got into AUUD at 790. Look at it, 630. Good call, bro. I think it's flushed ever since you got in it.
I was just reading about the NASDAQ. Anybody that follows the broader markets, I was just picking up news that NASDAQ is going to 23 hours a day.
NASDAQ 23 hours a day. So that means the small cap tickers that are listed on NASDAQ?
No, that's just index.
Oh, just index? Oh, okay.
Wow.
TZOO is pushing again?
I'm not big on this ticker.
Yeah, I'm not too big on it either. This looks like...
I like to protect my game right now. This looks like a...
all green on AskEdgar. It's looks like it's running on financials, and
yeah, no, I'm not into this.
yeah, I'm probably gonna pass on this one too. We don't like Tom's similar to me. We don't love earnings.
I don't play earnings well because if you watch only scalping, because earnings that it moves differently. I just don't like the price action on earnings. Maybe it's just in my head, but I haven't done well with it. If I'm doing it, it's going to be a scalp, and it's going to be a large cap, you know. But I rarely do earnings.
And the problem with earnings too, unless you're on that call or really digging in granular to the findings, you can miss something. Because I've noticed one time there's an earnings call, I was trading it, then all of a sudden it just rocket, and then found out they mentioned like something about a buyback on the call or something, and you know, since I wasn't on it, I didn't see it.
And what can happen is they'll post the numbers on earnings, they'll post them, they'll come out, and then they'll obviously schedule a conference call, and then the conference call will start, and then they'll start the whole game over again.
Yep.
And then you're 10 minutes into the conference call, and it could do anything. It might spike, it might drop, it might do anything. I just don't like it. I just don't like the place. And then after the call's over, it's kind of like, well, and then it chops around for a while, and it's not my favorite art play.
But good call on TZOO. Even though we avoided it, it sure fell $10 nicely. So good call.
Yeah, it did.
And again, I'm fine missing plays. That's part of the game. But good call, guys.
Like I was saying, I think they're good. I think they're good for scalps.
Yeah, totally.
But I just have a hard time with them.
Yeah, I haven't had the best success either.
Let's see.
AKAN, I don't even want to talk about this one right now. I left an order open yesterday like a clown, and it got filled and burnt me a little bit, but I'm probably going to avoid this one. It's kind of still on trend. Can't stay below the 200s on the 1 minute. Definitely probably can't on the 5 minute then. Let's see what the 5 minute looks like. Yeah, it'll probably give out soon because I was looking pretty granularly at this one. It usually doesn't hold its pops. You'll notice if you look at the daily. So if this turns into a multi-day, it's pretty rare for AKAN to do that, but it looks like it's going to. Denny. Back in AK. This is a Denny trade if I've ever seen one. Denny will find a way to bank on this one. So still holding my PMEC. We're at 88 cents. But I'm out of 2/3 already though.
Morning, Denny.
We got to meet Denny last night at Kojo's. The waitress didn't charge me for the chicken wings last night. And we ate good last night.
We did. That's nice.
I was gonna call your masseuse this morning, but I couldn't find her number.
Couldn't find her number. You need to share her number, Denny. So 8 o'clock's in 10 minutes. So we'll see what kind of new PRs we get. But kind of just chilling. It's been a little slow. There we go. Look, we're making the next leg down on PMEC.
PMEC is, I mean, that's really all you ask for right there. That's it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Good trade.
that makes the morning,
Mm-hmm.
Very good trade.
especially twice.
Yeah. T-Mac, I keep talking about this AUD though, but nice call, bro. So you're still holding?
I'm looking at the chart. I mean,
If AUD cuts back towards lower bands, it could be cooked. Plus money rotation, agree. Nice one, bro. I assume you took that on TTP because locates were insane on it.
E-Lab's trying to come back up. I'm not interested in it, but I'm just watching the price action on it. I don't think I'm gonna trade E-Lab either, but
Oh, you don't have to be no. You don't have to be. I mean, that's legit. I was just wondering at first when you said that. I was like, how did he? I was like, oh, trade the pool. That was one of the main reasons I got trade the pool, and I didn't even use it for that. And I haven't given an update about my trade the pool. I'm still sitting with my funded account, barely over 2K, kind of trying to figure out what I want to do with it. I might use it today if we get a halt. I got the one where there's no like time limit on it.
can you use trade the pool on a trade like car?
Mm-hmm. But I blew up one of my trade the pool accounts though. Let's go, T-Mac. Yeah, with PDT, trade the pool becomes less appealing probably. But again, there's some perks to it though. The void and locates, and then the halts. So y'all know I got my golden goose halt play, or at least the Discord is familiar with it. It works very well for it, and T-Mac's already taken advantage of it many times. But yeah, I'm sitting pretty good because of PMEC. I'm gonna be cautious at 8. I don't want to give it back. That's what I did yesterday with the Ross pump, the AGPU or whatever.
ELAB gave it back too.
I hope they pump Pineapple Financial. I'm keeping my eyes on it.
Yeah, we've been keeping an eye on PAPL. I don't love the news. What was it? Was this the share buyback? But PAPL has a history of just always giving its gains back. But they did have a 15, board lifted share repurchase authorization to 15 million and said a first 3 million will begin immediately. So historically, that's good news. I typically avoid. And I am probably going to avoid this one unless it pushes back to $1. But this one has a history of pumping pre-market and after hours mostly, and then it gives it all back. Have you noticed that too, Tom?
I've traded so many times. I mean, it's been great for short selling. Yeah. The news too, I agree. But it's still a company that is headed for Candyland. Under $1.50.
Yeah, Jelani, I agree with you on your, because that's why I was almost interested in it. Then I was like, oh, it's only up 10% though, or it was like 12%. But on the daily, you're right. There's a lot of congestion in this area, especially at 4. It looks very interesting. Did it ever make it to 4? No, it never made it to 4. If it gets to 4, I might trade it. But yeah, no, there's been a lot of scalping opportunities on it because it makes these decent pushes and then it falls back down. I'm glad our first trade started off. Yeah.
That's where I'm at on that.
Colin, you still haven't taken a trade yet, have you?
I took one, yeah, I got the second PMEC.
Oh, good. You got to shout it out. It doesn't count. Just kidding.
You flow for the first. I was having flashbacks of that other ticker that morning, you know, that other Chinese ticker that went from $1 to $20 again. I was like, wait, what's going on?
So there's 200,000 shares at 82 cents on PMEC waiting there. Not much else below. Cool. Yeah, I'm just going to try to ignore this one and just let it, maybe by the end of the session, it's around 75 cents or so. Can you ask Tom at which percentage does he cut a position when he is red? I think you said it's percentage based.
Yeah. Are you speaking in per ticker or max per day?
So how do you do it? Do you do it per ticker or per day? Because I do it per day. You do it per ticker, right?
Well, both.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if it's a bad day, that hasn't happened in a long time though.
So let's say like yesterday, let's say you took a trade on TORO, like where do you, is it percentage of your account that you cut, like 1%, 2% roughly?
Yeah, roughly it's 3.5 to 4%.
3.5 to 4.
Yeah. However, I have brought my account size down to better utilize capital, and so that number has gone up to more like 5%.
Does that make sense, guys? Because Tom, me and him we've had many discussions about this because, you know, I trade with a really small account and Tom's was a little bigger, and he's starting to kind of meet in the middle a little bit more.
What's important to me is use of capital, and when Justin and I started trading, or when I met Justin and asking, you know, some of the questions around use of capital and limits and it just about account size in general, I found myself where I was leaving a lot in my account that wasn't being put to use, and there's a lot of risk with that. For example, you know, that Chinese ticker that went from 50 cents to 20 some dollars, and I found myself down 75,000 just because I had the money in the account, and the brokers couldn't respond fast enough even if I didn't, but that's a whole different story. Anyway, I've reduced my capital down to get better use of capital, and I've raised my limits up on max losses, or max ticker loss, just to get a little better use out of it, if that makes sense. It's a moving target right now. That's why I'm hesitating. I'm still playing around with it. But back, you know, last year, years before that, I was stuck at 3%, but I was trading a lot bigger account size too. So it really depends. I mean, obviously you can't do that with 25,000 or 30,000. That it just doesn't work. You need more movement than that.
Appreciate it, Tom. Appreciate it. If y'all have any more questions, let us know.
Regardless though,
PBM's pushing a little bit, but I'm not super interested in it.
Regardless though, whatever it is, I stick to it. If I'm out, I'm out, and I rarely will go back and chase the same ticker.
it kind of goes back to what I was saying on the live stream yesterday too about like usually the one you want to revenge trade that got you is the last one that you should revenge trade because it already has your number once and you're going to trade it emotional. So PBM's pushing a little bit. It's approaching. So there is a daily pivot at $10 and obviously the psych level $10. So again, I like stacking resistance, but it is a small float, 1 million float Canadian. The thing I do like about it is it's pumping right before 8 o'clock news comes out. So it might get attention stolen from it.
I'm leaving my open order on PEMC at 110. Actually, I just moved it to, I'm going to move it to 109.
Yeah, we might get around 3.
It might, did you, I don't know if you're looking at the chart, but if you look at that, there was just a quick spike to 1 and it dropped down. It tells me that it has the potential of spiking again above 1.
So PBM's only up 8%, so I'm not interested, even at this level. I like double stack resistance, but this is...
You see that, Colin? On PMEC.
It just wicked up right to almost $1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost to $1.
If I were to bet, it's gonna go here.
I think it feels. I hope it does. I'd love to add back at 105. I mean, I'd do what I did last time, 99 and 105. I wish I'd have snuck another 99 in there. I use Thinkorswim and not sufficient shares. Yeah. Yeah, again, that's why I recommend TradeZero. Is it perfect? No, but like I never, if I can get shares, nobody's probably getting shares. Eight o'clock. Let's see what kind of PRs we get. Colin, let me know if you see anything on your screener. MWYN. Oh, MWYN's nice little pump. I'm interested. I'm in first entry. 92 cents. Just letting it fall. I don't know what's. If you seen the news on it, anybody?
I'm looking right
Cause I'm not seeing it on my news.
now. Yeah, there's news this morning, 8 o'clock. AI computing expanding into AI computing
Okay.
infrastructure. So it's kind of the same theme that's been going on last week.
So I'm in on 92. I'm gonna add again if we get to 99. Formation of new, let's see, next core to expand AI computing and infrastructure. Okay. Oh, and we got a 200 here at 95. I didn't even see that. Let's go. But yeah, I'm just kind of holding for now. There we go.
There it is.
I just hit it again. I think it's going down. Got my messed up my average, but hit it at 88. Yeah, let's
Boom,
go.
Right there. Boom. Right
Let's
there.
go. Let's go. Catch that, Colin?
Yep.
And I'm still holding. 2/3 of them.
75 cents.
75, yep. So you don't hold that long.
I don't.
Scalper, I didn't realize you was that much of a scalper.
Oh yeah, no, I'm ticker, depends on the price action
Where'd you do that one?
and, share size,
Yeah,
1,600.
1,600.
So I'm still holding 500 runners. Trying to be better about holding runners.
But, I mean,
Oh, PMEC, we made a new leg down. Let's go.
the reason that, I did what I did there, it's not a good reason, but, the pre-market this morning has been good. So to me, I'm just adding to that, and I should have left, obviously, now look at it, it's gonna go under 70.
Oh, I'm
Boom.
trimming here at 68.
68.
Let's go.
Go, Justin.
Let's, I mean, that's a great, that's a great trade. That's a great example too of something I should have, I need to do better is holding runners. I didn't hold any runners, I just got out. But that pads the P&L even if you're holding 20%. That's a great trade.
Yeah, very good trade.
Thanks for the heads up, burritos.
Good morning there.
Kurt, thanks for the news.
Hell yeah.
Adam caught it. Some others caught it. Let's go. Alexandru, it's interesting because, so I'm already out of MWYN, but I'm still holding PMEC.
The other reason though, Colin, too, is I thought it was gonna go over $1. I was prepared for it, so I was gonna scale into that ticker, and I obviously did. I think most of us caught the top of it, so, or close to the top.
Just talking share size, just so talking, I know.
Yeah, Jelani, it's Cobra.
You said you went in 1,600 shares on that at $1.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if it would've went to $1.10.
No,
He would have been ready.
I was at 93 cents,
Oh, at 92.
92.60, whatever it
Okay.
was. Yeah, I got in a little bit later. But to answer your question, what would I have done at $1? I would have doubled my size.
So you'd have doubled went 3,200.
HCTI quick spike, but it's already over.
Because for me, I mean, maybe that's 20%, the initial take. I'm doing the math in my head, you know, you obviously can't get into a calculator and figure out exactly where it's at, but I have a good idea in my head based on the price and the shares, and so I'm close. When I say those percentages, I'm very close.
Same. That's how I do it too.
There's no way I can get a calculator and go, okay, well, this is where I can't do that. So I'm close. When I say 20, 25, 30%, I'm within a few points or a couple points.
Final cover PMEC 82 cents.
Sweet.
Wish I'd have held more size on that one, but that's all right.
Yeah, MWYN trying to round trip.
If we had this action every pre-market, we don't need intraday.
I know. Okay, a few questions for you, Tom. Let's see. Tom and Colin, and again, guys, if y'all see something, I'm all cash now. I think all three of us are all cash. So we'll answer a question right now. So Tom and Colin, what are your top few rules set in stone? Colin only adding above VWAP. Tom starter position, 20% of full position, etc. Like, are there any top rules that are just like set in stone that y'all don't budge on? Colin, you want to start?
Top rules that I don't budge on.
Like, it was one thing, you know how I'll get in, like, before checking the news? I know that's one that you never do. Colin will never get in a ticker without checking news. Is there any similar ones?
Locates, I'm careful with locates, as you all know. I mean, if it's over, $25 for locates, I'm always careful to look for something else before I jump into it. And I know some of these other guys are probably not as reluctant as that, but I do just because I do. I don't know why, but it's just something that's kind of helped protect me from some of the bad ones. Usually, if the locates are that high, normally it's a very low float or there's something else going on with it normally, and that's what I look for. So if there's like a hard rule, I'm careful with that. So.
So Colin he can't really hear him out. Yeah, I'll give a recap. So if the locates, if it's over $25 for 1,000 shares, he's not interested, because that's typically affiliated with a tight float or a low float, very tiny float. And those tend to make drastic moves, and he never enters a ticker without checking the news, where I tend to, if I see a move I like, I'll jump in.
Because you like the chart.
I like the chart. I'm very technical first, fundamentals second, news second, fundamentals, dilution, finances third.
On the first take.
On the first take.
And after the first take, you go to news.
Well, so I always try to look at the news first, but if I see a drastic move and I can't find the news real quick, I'll still enter it, because, and then that's kind of what hurt me yesterday, though. That's why I had a red, because Ross was in it and it was good news. I mean, there was that $300 million AI deal, so I got in at like 8 or 9, then it ripped to 12. Tom, do you have any hard set rules?
Yeah. I generally go in at, those are hard set generally.
Yeah.
Not, but I say generally because, I mean, you gotta move with the market, and I mean, you gotta be flexible. So with that said, but most of the time I'll go in at 20 or 25%. But for me, though, it's the ideal of scaling, because I enjoy scaling, even if it's a penny stock. And so I'll start at 20 to 25% and scale up to whatever that, my max position is. And it doesn't happen that often where I get to a max position. And then I have a tendency to cover a little quicker than I should. And I take the green and I move on. But it works out at the end of the month, because I look at the end of the month and they add up quickly. On the other side is the obvious. I mean, you leave a lot on the table by doing that. But to answer your question though directly, hard set 20-25%, unless something odd is happening. Well, that's not true. On backside, I'll go a lot. I'll go in at 75, 80, maybe even close to 100% with a tight stop. But that's a different setup. And if I see something that's gone into backside, especially if it's had volume all day, typically backside for me doesn't happen until midday or end of day, depending on what's going on with the ticker. But I'll go in at heavier position with a tight stop and then let it fade. And those are good plays. I wish they happen more often, but on initial pop, 20-25%.
Keeping an eye on MWYN and PMEC.
It's above VWAP again, yep, MWYN.
Thanks, Tom. That was very helpful. Burritos asked the bear. Go ahead.
I said I'm chilling. I'm good. So any questions? Because I'm happy with where I'm at this morning, and I'm okay if I don't get another trade. So
appreciate it, Tom.
I'm good with answering any questions.
No, you can tell they're excited for you to be on. So how do you decide where to go into entry? Price action, distance from first entry level. I think you just factor all that in, right? Yeah, it's kind of a combination of probably technicals. Go ahead, I'll let you elaborate on it.
Can you read the question again?
So how do you decide where to go for your entries? So whenever you enter initially and your ads, what is that usually based on?
Price action.
Price actions first for him.
I mean, I look at the chart. I mean, I'm on the daily. I look at the daily and I see the key levels, but and those key levels are in the back of my mind, but it's based on price action to those key levels, at those key levels.
That makes sense.
Price action's a big deal. I mean, for me, I've made a lot of money off of price action and reading price action. And price action has taken a long time to get comfortable with, because it can scare a lot of newer traders. But I like the fast-paced price action trades. But most of it's price action.
No, from what I know about Tom, we usually don't typically add while we're in money. How it's going in our favor. Yeah, me and Tom's even David Capablanca, Friendly Bear, I talked to him about that, and he was like, man, we're shorting small caps. These things reverse so easy. You know what I mean? So if it was like indexes and stuff where it kind of keeps more of a similar pattern, or futures traders, it's easier for them to add to winning trades. Where small caps, I mean, they can reverse on a dime.
I think that's a bad habit. I think and it's a greedy thing it's not a smart thing to do. I mean, unless you see that the ticker has gone into a backside position and you've identified it and it's confirmed backside, then yeah, maybe on little pops add. But when you're green, I mean, I'd stick to your green, because if you're adding on the way down on red candles or whatever it is, I mean, you're potentially going to screw up a good trade, and there's no reason to screw up a good trade. When you're green, stay green.
I'm going to add to MWYN here, just 1,000 shares. If we get back above 85, I might cut. I want to see if we get a VWAP fill here. So I'm cutting, lost 22 bucks. So I'm going to wait and see if it gets to, actually, I didn't trim out. I'm going to stay in it. I was too tight. If it gets over 90 cents, I'll get out. But I think it's going to fail VWAP here. Kind of forcing a trade here, but I have a feeling it might fail here. But if it starts holding over 86 cents, I'll probably get out.
The other answer to that question would be, because I'm reading it, Tom, how do you decide where and enter? But if I'm entering at a 20% initially, I'll double it to 40%. The next level. I'll get aggressive on those first two ads, and then I watch, because typically they drop after that, after the first one or second one.
MWYN, we're in the 70s now, but I played it small, just 1,000 shares. But I'm gonna see if it breaks down, and then like I said, if we start holding over 86 cents, I'll probably cut, re-add closer to $1.95. But yeah, I'll let you read the questions and answer, Tom.
I'm not sure how I could. Arjun.
And if you're not trading right now, feel free to pull up a chair. You might can be closer to the mic.
What PA do you avoid at key levels? Well, it depends. I mean, if I'm in it, yeah, that's a hard question. If I'm in the trade, I probably won't be avoiding. Unless, of course, I'm maxed out and I have to be careful of stopping, then I'll have to stop out. But I'm not avoiding it.
Is this session being recorded? Yeah, all my live streams are recorded. Yep. MWYN, fallen. Again, I only entered 1,000 shares, but it looked like it was about to fail VWAP here, so I'm gonna ride these out. And then there was a question I don't want to skip. It was actually a pretty good question. What are the warning signs for you guys to avoid particular tickers? That's a good question, because that's how you stay in this game, is avoiding the black swans. Colin, what do you avoid? You can kick it off. What are your warning signs? And if you're are you in a trade?
Sure.
Oh, never mind. Tom.
Yeah, I mean, it's the obvious. I mean, we talk about it all the time, is the low float Chinese, or low float any country, specifically Chinese. I mean, United States too, and Canada. I mean, anything low float, low meaning, under 700,000. I just don't even care to look at it. I don't want to take that kind of a risk. It becomes more of a gamble, in my opinion, when you have that low of a float, and it does bring in a lot of gambling mentality. Even the longs that are in it, to me, I think it's a gamble, unless of course it's really good news, and then maybe it is a good long. But I'm not here to I don't long tickers, so pretty rare anyway. But I avoid those, and I will avoid earnings for the most part. And if I can dissect good news immediately when the news is released, I probably will stay away from it, unless it's going to a key resistance level. It kind of depends on that, but most of these small caps don't have good news. They're either recycled news, or they're news that's fluffed up to bring it up to and get a offering on the table or whatever. But it's sad, but there's a lot of small caps are desperate for moves, and they'll do anything to pump it. internally or externally, it's a pump job.
If MWYN gets to 93, I'm gonna add.
Anything you add to that?
I forgot what the question was. I was looking at MY.
Oh, are you in a trade?
Yeah.
You're in right now?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
No, you're good.
I'm not in a trade.
To answer the red flags is, so again, guys, y'all know I'm discretionary and I'll jump in a lot of different trades, but to piggyback what he said, the more I've been in this game, like the longer I've been in it, like I still like those low float nanos sometimes, but man, if I take a big loss, guess what it's on? A micro or nano. So I think Tom does a better job of just straight up avoiding these nanos, where I'm sure I'll get to that point at some point. But yeah, nanos is, again, because longs, just think of it from a long perspective. Even if the news is trash, even if the chart is trash, you know, if it's a nano, sometimes that can pump along the fact that longs know that it's a small float, and rightfully so. If I was a long, I'd like nanos too. So I think nanos is the big one. And then just not, you know, like what I always talk about with sizing. If you are going to trade something a little more speculative, make sure your sizing's appropriate. I see so many traders, they'll do C, B, and A setups the same size. Like mine will be drastic. My C setup, my A setup could be 4x, 5x, 6x my C setup. So I have drastic differences in my conviction level. So again, if you are going to try to speculate and trade some like nanos, just make sure your size is appropriate. And again, not financial advice. I can't give financial advice, but you know, just be cautious. Protecting your capital is number one.
Be happy with base hits.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, they add up. I mean, there's another trade right around the corner.
Speaking of that, so I'm still in my MWY, I can't pronounce this every time, MWYN. I want to hit it again around 94, 95, but I don't know if we'll get there. I'm still in my like 83 fill, only 1,000 shares though, so I'm down like less than $50, but jumped in a little early on it, thought it was going to fail VWAP there, gave us another little leg, but again, I'm going to hit it probably a couple thousand shares between 95 and $1 if it gets there. Going back to sizing, there was small speculative entry, only 1,000 shares, but if we get up to 95, I'll add another 1,000, 99, another 1,000. If it holds $1, I'll probably cut. It kind of looks like it's topping out here at 90, but I'm not going to enter just yet. But yeah, been a good morning so far. Oh, something was moving up against the mic. There you go. Shouldn't be moving now. What are you seeing over there, Colin? What's the dog barking?
RY is barking, but it's a little.
Oh yeah, we don't want.
Well,
TLRY is pushing a little bit. And we'll get to some more questions here in a second.
Big Mac, we'll get to your question in a minute. I can answer that if you want me to, Justin.
Yeah, please go ahead. So I added on MWYN 88. Oh, I did that a perfect time. 80, so I'm in the money now. I'm gonna trim some. Ooh, 75 I'm trimming. I might just get out because I might be wrong about my thesis on this one. So kind of got lucky there. I added at 88 cents and it immediately tanked. So I'm out 78 cents. I'm leaving money on the table. It's about to flush, it looks like. But 83, 1,000 shares, 88, 1,000 shares, and then just got out at 78. So a little base hit. Great conversations, Thanks. Yeah, for sure.
Are you
Yeah, I'm cash. Go ahead.
okay? I was just going back to Big Mac's questions.
Yeah. Whenever you're ready. You
Can
want
you
to answer?
read them again?
Yeah, so
Please.
why not add size when something is going in your favor? If you're shorting it, it's because your thesis is that the price should go down. So I'll give my opinion and I'll let Tom say his. I'll do mine quick. But it's what I was saying about small caps. Like these things, all it takes is one well or one decent sized position to really reverse these plays. So there are people that, it's like pyramiding in and things like that where you add to winning positions. Like, I don't think that's terrible, but I haven't had a lot of success with it where a lot of times with these small caps, like if you add to a winning position, a lot of times they will reverse on you. And now your average is jacked. So I don't necessarily think it's the wrong way to do it, but I haven't had success with it. So I'll let Tom say his side of it.
I might have read the question wrong. I didn't. The question is when you're in a trade and it's going your way.
And then like adding to it.
Yeah, I never do it unless I'm in a backside play, and even then, when I'm green, I'm green. I don't like getting greedy on my trades. I'll just keep the green going. And then cover appropriately. But I think the other part of your question was...
Oh, yeah, the other part was... Why do you complete opposite? Why do the complete opposite and add size when something's running against you? Your thesis is incorrect and invalid.
I think that's a good question. However, most of the time, first of all, I would say, when you enter a short position, and I've said this before in the past, and we've talked about it in Discord, on our monthly calls and other times in Discord, is you have to assume that you're going to be red. When you enter a trade and short, it's rare that you're going to enter at the top or top ticket, so to speak. So assume that you're going to be red, and I assume that on every trade. So again, my strategy is I'm going in at 20 or 25%, and my thesis hasn't changed. It's going to keep going up. That's what I think. And I'm going to add in key areas and get my average up, and then get out when it drops, and hopefully keep a few runners. And if I do nail the top, then I'm okay with a small win. And that's my strategy in a nutshell, period, overall.
Yeah, and to go back to your question, if you're playing backside, like we're playing front side, so especially pre-market, like we have playbooks for backside and front side, but for front side, like adding to winners, that's tough. Backside, I've done it some, but again, I haven't had a lot of success with it personally.
I don't see backside in pre-market, and I know this could bring up a debate, but you're in pre-market, and unless of course you have a crazy runner, then you may see backside, but I wait for those backside plays during regular hours or intraday. That's the best.
I agree.
Because I mean, pre-market, how do you really know? I mean, you can read the chart and say, okay, it's gone in the backside, but I think that's a risky play.
And speaking of adding to winners, y'all saw me do it already once. So remember, I got an entry at like 190 here on PMEC. Then I saw it fall below, it was struggling at $1, then I slammed it again. So occasionally I'll do it, but it goes back to what Tom's saying, like price action's like, I think that's what separates good traders too, is like being able to read what's the price action.
Exactly. I'll say something on top of that. I do add on the way down at times. And when that happens, it's when I'm watching level 2 and it can't hold a bid. and you'll watch level 2, and anything that comes onto the bid side, it disappears immediately. So it's not holding bid, and it's dropping the price, and it continues to drop the price, and you can see it's skidding quickly. But if I'm doing that, I'm going to hit it with size, and I'm going to get out quickly, and because by that time it's already screwed up my average. And if I'm doubling down or tripling down or whatever it is, then I'm not giving it much time. I'll take advantage of the bids not holding, and then I'll get out. That's the only time I do it, but that's pretty rare because that's a risky, and it's also a little bit on the greedy side. But if you can read price action and have level 2 help you, then I don't think it's a bad thing to do. And you were that when you were doing that, it was losing bids. It was just a kick. I was watching.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So.
And that's, again, y'all know I'm a mobile trader. So I don't look at level 2, but I definitely think there's value to it. I mean, a lot of good traders I follow, they're almost religious about their level 2.
Level 2s can be a lot of noise. For me, it's a lot of noise, but I do use it as a side bar, and I have it on the sidebar, and I do eye it, and I can see it in the side going, so it's easy to see when bids aren't holding on level 2.
YCBD is testing the 200. Nice little bounce back here. TLRY, it failed at the 200 on the dot, the 200 daily EMA. Look at this. So it is tempting, but we're in a theme. We're in the
I don't
weed
like the
theme.
theme.
Yeah, so I'm going to avoid it too. Same thing with YCBD. We're in a little bit of even though I think this one's going to fail. And I could play it here, tight stop over 130. But I think I'm going to turn it down because it's similar to you. I'm having a good morning.
For me, I've had a good morning. I get into a conservative mode, and I don't want to give anything back, and I know I miss trades. But what happens is I try to get a penny or two, and then I end up losing a penny or two, and then at the end I'm like, well, I just lost $500 trying to make 200.
Yeah.
And I mean, to me that's just not smart trading. So unless there's a great setup. So in other words, A+ setups right now
Well,
for me.
YCBD, now we're at 125. It is starting to get tempting because it keeps failing at 125. So I might play a tight stop here.
This one ran recently.
I was a little slow, so I'm not in it yet. I was waiting for it to get back to 125, but I think I might miss it. It's probably going to fail 125. TRT's pushing. Tell me if you see anything good, Colin. You being quiet over there.
TRT, the only thing showing, but I don't know if
YCBD ran.
TRT. This thing is interesting. Look how drastic this move is. Is this accurate? 6 million float? Is that what you're seeing? Because this move is just intense. 5 million float. Ooh.
Are you talking about TRT?
Yeah, because I love these drastic moves up like this. But man, are we in like blue sky though? And we're over the 200s on the daily. I'm probably gonna pass on it, guys. This one looks like it's curling bullish, but it might be a decent short here. But are we in blue sky setup right now? We kind of are.
There's a little bit of no hands left.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna wait.
There must be no
Yeah, I think we're blue sky. I don't have a mouse, guys, so it's kind of hard to scroll, so I'm gonna probably pass on it, but
I'm looking at
it is a nice little move on it though, man.
I see no news. Nothing. Nothing new on it.
No, I didn't get in YCPD. Oh, and now it's back up to 120. Dang, this is tempting here. I might play it tight stop. Let me get locates. Yeah, I'm gonna try at 125. I think. I'll tell you if I'll enter it. Yeah, I'm in it. Again, tight stop though over 130. I'm cutting, so I'm only gonna risk like 5 cents on it.
I'm in at 124.
So Tom's in 124. I'm in 125. Playing it kind of light, just because I don't love themes. And if we hold over 130, I'll just cut. I'm not going to let this one take away my gains. I'm having a good morning. Denny's in 125 as well. Thanks for putting this one on our radar, Denny.
Alright, here it is. It needs to stay under 130 for me.
Oh, for sure. It's got to stay under 130. If we start getting north of 130, I'm covering. I'm not going to let this play take away my gains. I might hit it one more time here at 129 though. Didn't get filled, but I have an order waiting at 129 as well. But again, if we hold over 130, guys, I'm out. So we're at 130. So let's see if it holds. If it holds, I'm going to stop out. Looks like it might hold. So I already trimmed out a half now, but still in half. I'm kind of tempted to scale into it now, though, to be honest. Let's see if it really pushes. Where would it go? I'm going to hit it one more time. I'm going to probably being a little reckless, but I hit it 131.
Stop it. For me now, the stop is hood break. I let it just kind of float there for a minute and see if it would do anything, and it didn't, and now it's come back down, so now I'm good. I'll stop out over hood.
So
and my average is 128.
So
I added there up there.
And y'all probably confused what I did. I stopped out at 132, then added back at 131 once it looked like it was about to fail. So I'm in the money now, and I'm just going to hold it, see if we get back to the 200. I'm not going to try to get a home run with this one, but if it gets back to like 121-ish, I'll probably get out.
I know I said that it has to stay under 130, but when it popped 130, it paused.
Yep.
And I was watching it, and I decided to add because I really felt that the chances were it was going to go back down rather than go up.
Trimmed a little 123. I'm not going to make hardly anything on this one. I only was in 2,000 shares, but Tom makes me think of your boredom trade. I hope this wasn't. I actually like the setup. It wasn't a boredom trade, but so I'm writing it down. I might actually write out the rest of these because I'm seeing big orders on the ask.
118 is my
Let's
first.
go.
118 is my first cover. Just FYI.
I'm completely out 121.
Breaks 120, you're going to see 118 is 117 quickly.
Yeah, I didn't make hardly anything on that because I cut at 132, then re-added back, and I made a little bit.
Do it right here. Do it.
So this is blue sky setup. I think I'm going to pass though. Don't cut your gains, cut your losses. Hot day can make your year. Today could be the day. I don't really know what that means, but what do you think moves small caps, the traders, the investors, pumpers, their crowd, institutional big players, algos, market makers? I think all of the above. Yeah. Tom said at the same time as me. Yeah, I think all the above for sure, especially in pre-market. If you get pumps and things like that. Look at
118 filled on my cover. I'm out half.
Look at Tom.
Look at,
He's out half at 118 if y'all didn't hear.
From an average of 128, and that add at 133 was helpful.
Oh, you got 133. Nice.
It was either there or it was going 140.
But yeah, going back to what I was saying, I think in pre-market after hours, pumpers and somebody that brings volume in definitely moves it substantially. During regular hours for liquid tickers, probably more algos, institutions, market makers.
I'm out right here.
T-Bone's out, his YCBD.
Done.
Nice job, bro.
$117 filled, 100%. I'm 100% out.
Caught an 11-cent move on it. Nice job. Did you play it, Colin? How'd you play it?
I was 129 to 121.
129 to 121.
We're good.
I actually, mine was about the same as yours. I think it almost was, exactly. TRT drop, yeah. I had a feeling that one hurts a little bit. Yeah, I really like these drastic moves when they shoot up quick like that, but for some reason I was a little reserved with TRT. Probably because I don't really love them in this price range. I like my best tickers are like $1 to $5.
Where you at?
12. What am I right now?
Where you at?
Pardon?
Where you at? Where you at?
You realized.
Oh, I gotta look. Because I traded up both.
Down to 115, 114.
Tom is adding value, good stuff. Yeah, and again, I know I'm not too salesy, but if you want more, Tom, he's got his channel in Discord, and this guy, I mean,
1784.
so yours,
But that
Tom's up 1,700.
that second
PMEC.
PMEC, yeah,
You get like 5,000 shares.
was 41 or 42.
Colin, where you at?
331.
Colin's at 331. Tom's 1,700. Just north of a grand. So it seems about right.
Did anybody take TRT?
I know. I wish I would have got TRT.
I mean, I still wouldn't take it, but I'm just curious if anybody thought it was just took a shot at it.
Anybody take TRT? I'm kind of beating myself up not taking it.
Well, I mean, look at it now.
Well, not beat myself up, but man, that's a beautiful flush.
Look at YCBD flush. Oh,
Did it flush more?
110.
Oh man, that hurts a little bit.
110. Coming off of 132, 110. That's a beauty. See? Trying to read the future on this is hard.
Now we did good. We're never gonna catch all the move. I don't beat myself up too much by getting out too early these days. I mean, it hurts, but we did pretty good on it.
I had no intention of leaving runners either, and
I wouldn't have left runners on this one.
I just on that ticker I just didn't feel like runners was a good idea, and
Yeah, I know. I'm content with not getting in TRT, but seeing a $3 flush hurts a little bit. Because I do like this setup where it's just like the move becomes completely irrational from the rest of the move, Because again, if you see too intense of a move one way, it usually gets corrected. But it was kind of blue sky setup. And I don't do as well with tickers over $10. I just don't. Data says I don't. DBGI, I missed that one. Denny, of course you got it, Denny. DBGI, I didn't even see that one. Yeah, it's not very liquid. Go jump in the hot tub. Yeah, AKAN. That was a nasty fell at 18. That might have been the top, honestly. But I'm not messing with it. Too low a float. What are you using to keep data on your trading decisions? TradeZella. If you're not familiar, I have a link in my description for it as well. It's mostly for journaling, but I really like the reporting. You can break down which tickers you do well on, like price-wise, time of day reports, things like that. And that's why I usually end these streams at 8:30. I know it's 8:44 now, but this is a special edition since we have Tom and Colin. But that's why I usually stop, because from 8:30 to 9:30, I'm still profitable, but I have to take like 2x, 3x, maybe even 4x the trades to be as profitable as I am at 7, because after 8:30 the pops are stronger. I think there's more market participation till 9:30, so I typically don't do as well, and then obviously I do decent market open, so that's usually when I come back and trade. But a lot of times I'll sit out market open too, because again, I'm profitable market open, but when I do take losses, they're a little bit bigger at market open because the moves are so drastic. But yeah, TradeZella, long story short, it's mostly for journaling, but they have good reporting as well to dig in on your trades.
YCB
Why?
is coming back.
Yeah,
I don't think I want it.
that's not surprising. I bet YCBD could attract on the open.
Yeah, I don't want it.
150, I'd be interested though.
TLRY is struggling here at the 200. It is tempting. It is tempting.
150, I would get back into YCBD, but not before. I wouldn't.
Yeah, Colin, tell me if you see anything. You quiet. I hear your thing going off.
Yeah, but it's not, I can't adjust
Oh, okay.
what it, what it tells me, so, cause that's, he does that, or he had set all that.
Got
he
it,
set
got it.
up, so I can't adjust that.
And TLRY is so tempting, but this is not my criteria. But yeah, 965 million market cap. I'll leave it alone.
That's what it said it is. 965.
Yeah, Tilray or Tilray.
Is that?
I think that's accurate.
Do you think that's accurate?
Yeah, I think that's accurate.
With all the micro beer brews and stuff they've bought?
Let's see. I thought it was about $1 billion, but they've lost. I mean, because these cannabis companies just go straight down, so it probably lost some market cap over time. Yeah, right under $1 billion. FinViz says the same thing. Ross is in AUUD. Thanks for the heads up.
Right here he is.
Is it breaking out or something?
Interesting.
Oh, the curl.
There's that candle.
Yeah, right.
7 to 750. Boom. Yeah, look at that. Look at them moves.
Again, guys, thank y'all for tuning in today. I was super excited for this session. Appreciate all the likes as well. And again, I have the Discord link in the description or in the comment section as well. If you want to learn more, join the Discord. We'll have a course built out here soon, but we get exclusive after hours live streams Fridays. So we'll be streaming again tomorrow, but it'll be in the Discord, of course, because on Fridays,
Oh, that's right. We're doing. Okay. That's right. Discord only tomorrow.
live stream with Ross would be funny sitting next to you guys. I would do it. I'd take that any day. If there's like private where he doesn't have volume coming in to, yeah, I would do that any day. But with his, and again, his well-deserved crew, he's earned these followers. So I'm not saying it in a bad way. He's got a nice setup where he gets volume after he enters plays. But yeah, Ross, again, no shade today. I'm gonna be nice because he's made an incredible amount of money, regardless if he has an edge with his followers or not. He's like what's he got, like 16 million since he started or something crazy like that.
15 million.
Yeah.
But now he's been trading a long time.
Yeah, for sure.
Somebody got their sound on. I just posted something.
How was fishing? I never went fishing. I decided, so I've never hit a real estate timeline in my life, so we were behind with getting this property ready because Colin and Tom were the first people to stay here. So I was too busy doing that. But we have a boat for Saturday if Colin and Tom wants to go fishing, so we might go fishing then. TRT covered too soon. Oh, you caught it though? Nice. A few of y'all caught TRT. Good job. Oh my gosh, that was a nasty flush. That's a $4 flush, 14 to 10. Oh, that's crazy. I would have never held it through all that, so I'm not gonna pretend like I would have. I would have got out at VWAP.
I was at too. Wow.
All right, the next PR time is 9 o'clock. If y'all have questions, let us know. Tom and Colin can answer any questions, but I'm gonna go take a bathroom break. I'll be right back. I'm gonna turn off the camera for a second. But if you have any more questions for Tom or Colin, ask away.
Wanna get some breakfast?
Something. We could order something too.
Oh, you can get somewhere and get something to eat. I'm good. You already had a shower this morning? You take a shower this morning?
Let's say something about breakfast.
I want to stick around for the open, so I'm totally fine just to order something and bring it here. I don't know if I want to take any time away. If it is, it would be right now, because this is a time where I don't trade.
And if that doesn't work, I'll order something. Because they deliver in like 20 minutes.
They
WAWA.
deliver.
Yeah.
Oh, then we'll just do that.
I'll put an order in.
Okay.
All right, guys, no trades for us right now. We're all cash, but 9 o'clock is right around the corner. So if there's some plays that come out, we'll potentially jump on those. But I think Tom doesn't really trade this time much, and normally I don't either. But like I said, if there's a decent setup, I might. But right now, sitting a little north of $1,000 on the morning, so I don't want to do anything to risk it. Go ahead.
I don't like trading this time of day because we've talked about it before, but all the runners have already done their thing, and they're just kind of chopping around, and they tend to hold. I don't see big moves from like the next half an hour usually, unless there's breaking news here in the 5 minutes. Yeah, like 5 minutes. But generally speaking, I'm not trading for almost like an hour from 6:30 to 7:30 or 8:30 to 9:30, excuse me, Eastern time.
But we'll do market open too. So we'll do a little bit of market open, and then we'll probably wrap up after that. But
Oh, that's right.
I have to get ready to go to work, so I have to be at work at 9.
I mean, I'm on all day. I take lunch. That's about it. So I am staring at the screen, waiting for trades. It's just that there are certain times of the day where I just don't trade because I don't have good luck trading that. And one of the times is right now, and the other one is around lunch. I call it slack time because I mean it slacks around lunchtime. Right at lunch, like 11:45 to like 1:30. It's dead time and it's rare, so I usually take off like an hour and a half and go do whatever.
YCBD is fighting back, but I'm not interested, guys. I think this one might end up being a grinder.
Oh yeah, this works.
It just they have basic things, or you can get a sandwich or whatever. I'll order it.
If any of you guys want an Airbnb on the beach, you might want to contact Justin because he's got some nice ones.
Appreciate it. Now I'll show the Discord the setup here.
Yeah, this is nice, man. Very, very nice.
And put a lot of work into it. God.
Let's see. I think my order's in.
So 4 minutes, we'll get some PRs, and again, we'll we'll hang out till after market open, see what we can find, but not gonna force anything right now.
So it's empty.
Too far, burritos. I'm not close to Miami. That's a good 3 hours away. 2.5. Actually, how far is Miami? It's been so long since I've been to Miami.
You're 2.5 hours from now.
Well, I'm looking it up. I forgot now. Distance from.
It says delivery 25 minutes. Does that sound right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It'll take longer than for you to walk there.
Yeah.
What they got?
AUUD ended up flushing. Is that the one Ross got in? Yeah, it is. Oh no, it's only about 2 hours.
Just gonna get a biscuit.
Mm-hmm.
Be fine. Get two.
It's been. I used to go to Miami more, but I haven't been in a while. AUD did flush. Oh man, and I was debating getting into this one. Look what TLRY did. It did fell right here at the 200. And I'll pass that to you when you're done, Colin. You can order something. Yeah, we're getting some pretty clean flushes today, though. So I like to see that.
Yeah, TLRY went straight to the 200, didn't it?
Mine's in the cart. Oh, here. I can do it.
You did? Did you get me one?
I keep forgetting you.
Want anything?
Do I want anything? I'll add something at the end.
Breakfast alcohol.
I'm definitely gonna watch this into the open.
why do you guys like this style of trading opposed to others? I'm gonna be honest with you. This is the only one I've had a solid success with. I mean, yeah, I've tried options. I've tried going long small caps. I haven't tried like Forex futures, things like that. But no, it's just because I've had success with it. And I like markets like this that are, what's the word? Not consistent, or I forget what the term is called. But yeah, I like the concept of it. You get to dig into, fundamentals, news. You have to interpret it quickly, how you think it's going to respond, play levels. But mine is pretty straightforward. Tom's had success in other avenues as well, so maybe he's got a better answer. But the main reason I like short selling small caps is because this is one of the few things outside of my little will strategy. But I'm not getting, like last month, I made 62K, and on a 25K account. So, I got like 250%. Like my will strategy, I don't get a tenth of that a year. If I get 25% off that a year, I'm happy. So, that's why.
Think of that use of capital at 25,000?
Mm-hmm.
2260?
Yeah.
And just to round numbers, I mean, think of 2565. I mean, it's unheard of. It's unheard of. And I would just say the same thing really that Justin said. It fits my style, and it fits also my personality a little bit. Trading small caps short, and there's an edge there. As long as you have risk management in place, I think you can do really well. Well, I know you can do really well. I do well. It's taken a few years to get there, but it works for me, and I wouldn't do anything else. There are times where I take on large caps, but it's just for scalping. And I also play indexes once in a while, but 98% of the time it's small cap short. Because I like it, because I do well at it, and I understand it, and I know how to read the news, dissect the financials for the most part.
Did Cola run off of my phone? That's my trading utensil.
Are you in the trade?
No, I'm not in a trade, but 9 o'clock news just dropped. I'm not seeing anything though. What?
When I started putting my credit card in.
Is this all you wanted? But there's only 3 things in here. You just get a hash brown.
CPIX.
CPIX just had breaking news. Let's see what it does.
I know this ticker.
I do too. Cumberland Pharmaceutical. Ooh, that's a strong move. What's the float on this one, Colin? Do you see it on yours?
Which one?
9 mil. Oh, I like this. This is a good float too. Are y'all seeing 10 million float?
PMEC?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to play it at $5. I'm a little behind now. Dang. $5 was it. But can you just confirm it's not a nano? That's all I'm asking.
That's 9 million. Strategic transaction, integrate commercial business with Apotex.
I'm in it, but I don't have the best average. 423.
Everything points to almost 10 million. Well, this is
So 423, just hanging out with it right now, seeing if it flushes more. If it pushes to 450, I'll add some, and then if it gets back to 5, I'll add some as well.
It's not trading like 10 million. Whoa.
Well, now that it's made its initial move, it kind of is, but the initial one, oh, here we go, we're dropping.
There it is.
Let's go.
Pretty straight. I didn't get in. Just
I haven't trimmed any yet, but now that we're in the 380s, I might cover some
there it
here.
is right there.
There we
That's
go.
great.
Now I'm in the 370s trimming.
That was a nice trade. I didn't get it. I didn't get in. I was hoping for another pop above 450, and I just didn't get in.
So I'm holding runners now to see if they drop a little bit more, but this one could come back and try to retest, but I'm already out of, let's say, 3/4 of the, oh, here we go.
There it is.
Dang, I had an order waiting at 445 and it didn't fill. Dang. It got to, what did it get to? Look, it got, okay, it filled that time. So now I'm back in 445.
451 filled for me.
Still trading it kind of small though, guys. I'm not massive just because this one's kind of, again, I don't do as well at this time. So playing it small. Already caught one flush on it. Let's see if I catch another one.
Oh, I got 451.
Let's go.
I'm out. 40, no, 409. I'm out. 100%.
I didn't get filled, I hit it at 452.
How did I get that? That's a great fill.
So I'm still holding a decent amount.
I was at 450, and then when at 450 I hit, and it filled me.
Well, so Cumberland Pharmaceuticals agreed to sell its U.S. branded pharmaceutical business to an affiliate of Opatex or whatever that's called.
It's gonna go under 4 here again.
I'm holding just in case it does. For $100 million in cash, subject to shareholder approval.
Not bad news.
I know the news doesn't seem that
It's
bad.
not.
It's a pretty big
That's a
transaction.
real number. That's not a small number.
So I trimmed a little bit more, just because the news doesn't seem that terrible.
I think it looks to me like the market's trying to catch up to this news. I don't think it's that bad of news, really.
Especially, what's the market cap on this one? Yeah, that's twice the market cap size.
All right.
Just that one transaction.
I mean, if that
So I might not re-add here, guys. Because the news, like me and Tom was saying, the news doesn't seem that bad. If it gets back to 490, I might though.
CPIX.
Oh, I'm kind of tempted to add here.
this could. Let's see, so
If it gets to if it gets back to, oh, we're in the 490s. I'm adding a little bit, not much, but added a little bit. 490s. But if it starts holding over 5, I'm just gonna cut though. And I think it might. Yeah, I'm on trim so I don't give back my gains. But it flush. So I'm only in 500 now, just waiting to see what it does here. Not adding any more though. But yeah, the news seems decent, so that's why I'm being careful with it. But I caught the initial flush on it. I'm only in 500 shares now. There we go. The 490 was a pretty good ad though. So I'm only in 400 shares now. If we get over 5, I'm gonna cut. Anybody? Are y'all still in it?
I didn't retake it.
Oh, nice. Probably smart.
The only reason I didn't retake it, it looks like it's going to turn out good. It's going to turn out decent here, but
The news is decent.
the news is going to hold this up, I think, and I just had one trade on it, and it was small, and I'm not getting back in it because of that.
I think that's probably smart.
But I mean, at some point here, it's gonna be a good trade or a good re-entry. I don't know where it is though. I mean, if those numbers are real,
Seems pretty legit.
it's double the market cap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, double the market cap up 61%. I don't know.
Back above 5. Struggling to hold 5s. So I hit it 503. I'm only in 700 shares now. Ooh, I might trim some here now. We're back in the 480s. I'm being a little aggressive with it. At 503, I was holding my breath when I hit it, but I trimmed them out at 479. But as soon as I get back solid green, I'm probably going to get out of this one. I think it's going to break 5 and hold.
What I'm seeing on this is the dips are getting eaten up pretty quickly
Mm-hmm.
with volume too. By the way, so
This will be the leading gainer going into market open.
yeah, I was gonna say it's gonna have all eyes on it at the open, and it could run to over 100%.
I want to look at their dilution profile, but I'm afraid to look away from the screen right now.
I can do it. Dilution is low on it. Yeah, let me see. You don't. No, I don't think we're missing anything. Dilution low.
It was breaking new highs. Yeah, this thing's about to rip.
I don't think
I'll
this.
stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm out. So I'll probably more break even on it since I ended up stopping out of those last few. But
If it gets close to 6 though, I may take a chance on it.
what does the daily look like?
Because 6 is gonna bring it close to 100%. I just don't like the time of day. So
I know, I don't like this time of day either.
I'm gonna pass and see what it does. I may be missing a move on it at 6 because I think it's headed in that direction, or at 590. But 590 is probably not a bad entry. But time of day is keeping me away.
No, it's so tempted to scale into this thing, but the news is
especially here.
I know, but the news is decent, so that's not really in our favor.
It's up 85%. Now, man, that was a big one. That was a big move. It dropped under 4, and now it's gonna head for 6.
$8 million shares traded on it.
It's gonna trade the float here in a second. $590 looks nice.
I know $6 is gonna be tempting. I'll probably end up trying it at 6.
There it goes. Did you get in there, Justin?
No, I had an order waiting at 495. It didn't get filled. Or 595.
I had an order at 590 and it didn't get filled and I just pulled it. Look at the high, 589.99.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm probably gonna. Again, I'll probably play it at 6, but I don't have a tight stop on it.
dang, I missed it by a fraction.
That hurts. That hurts a little bit. Jelani took a long at 450. Good long.
I think that's a great long based on the news. I mean,
And time of day.
it looked like people were dissecting that news and, you know, yeah.
It is kind of tempting to hit it here at 550 though.
It missed my order by a fraction. I wonder if there was orders stacked there at 590. I didn't even look. Yeah. I'd be out here for sure.
This one will be curious to see what this one does at market open. Or I'll be curious to see what this one does at market open, for sure. But yeah, the dilution profile on AskEdgar, they have, it says high for offering ability. Frequency, yellow, dilution, green, cash need, green. So they have plenty of cash too.
To the open. This is gonna.
So they have active universal shelf of 16 million and an open at the money at 4.5 million. But the problem is,
Aren't they getting 100 million cash?
the problem is they're positive operating cash flow. I didn't even know that. And only 5.2 million drawn on a 25 million revolver. The pending 100 million cash inflow from the sale would fully fund pipeline through late 2026. So yeah, they're in a pretty good cash position too. Yeah, I don't think this is a good short. It'd probably be a good short at some point, but I don't know.
If it's up over 100%, I'd look at.
Talking about CPIX.
Yeah, if it goes up over 100%.
Yeah, somebody just asked what ticker we're talking
sorry.
about. No, you good. Yes, CPIX. So decent news, good cash position. I'm probably going to avoid this one, to be honest.
Did it work out okay for you, Colin?
You good?
Yeah.
I feel pretty lucky.
So all I got is a Coke, a bacon, egg, and cheese sizzle croissant, and a hash brown. That's for all three of y'all?
No.
That was all just fine.
No, that I had a two in the two.
That's the only thing that's in the cart.
Really?
Go to order more. Sorry, and I'll send it through. That trade popped up, so I started looking at it.
Sausage, egg, and cheese.
CPIX. See if it pushes here. But yeah, just hanging out till market open, and we'll tell you our top plays that we're going to watch, but there's not many. CPIX looks like it's breaking down a little bit.
Do you need it?
Oh, no. Thank you. What is your daily goal percentage winning each day based off money risk? So again, I usually trade anywhere between a 25. Once it gets over like 45K, I take the money out, like 50K. So usually, I'm trying to make 10% of my account a day. I usually average about 2K a day. That's a little extreme for most people, because, people preach like trading 1 or 2% of your portfolio in account. And I don't think that's bad, but I just don't like having too much capital in my account because we're short sellers. So we can win a lot. The strategy has proven itself time and time again, but the downside is you just got to control those losses, and that's just one of my ways of trying to control my losses, just keeping my account size small, just in case I ever go off the rails. I'm somewhat protected. But I'm content if I get 5% too. If I have $1,000 day and there's not much going on, I'm content with that as well. But in the Discord, I share my daily wins and stuff like that, and it's usually, around 2K.
%5 is a huge number.
Yeah.
Just go, yeah.
SLAI, we're getting a new pump. See if we get some money rotation off this now. SLAI. Yeah, that thing is pumping hard. Oh, it's ripping too. Right to the 200. Oh, that was a play. SLAI, guys, look at it.
What's the news calling?
Oh, it's already flushing. I missed it. Oh, that was a nasty flush. I already flushed 50 cents. $1 ticker. But yeah, no, percent gain on account, I do pretty well on that. But again, it's a little easier because I keep it small. The thing is, I trade it like a 100K account.
Right.
SLAI had a non-binding PR.
CPIX is going to try 6 at the open, I think.
You're probably right.
And if it does, I'll probably get in on it, unless it looks like it's going to halt up. I just don't want to get in a halt up on the open. Sometimes.
Oh, we're at 6. We're at 6. I got my 595 filled, so I'm staying close to it just in case it pushes. I think there's a strong chance it does. So if we hold 6, I'm gonna get out pretty quick. Yeah, I think we're trimming some 580. I'm just scalping this one, guys. I think it's gonna rip, honestly. So outmost 588. So let's see if we hold here. I think we do. Nope, not yet. But I've already trimmed out a 75% on quick scalp. And I'm gonna get out rest right here, 588. So I'm out. So just very quick scalp. I'm a little nervous with this one, honestly, guys. I think with this time, it's too high risk. So I'm out, but I'm watching. Do you find pharmaceuticals and biotech stocks are higher risk for shorts? Yeah, for sure.
But they're the ones that move.
But they're the ones that make drastic moves too. So it's a double-edged sword. You can make a lot of money on them. You can lose a lot of money on them.
They're going to have some really good news in order to stay up, because they need money. All these small pharmaceutical biotech, they need money. They're cash poor, and they'll find any reason to pump.
That's why this one's a little concerning because they said it was cash flow positive. You usually don't see that with these little small pharmaceutical companies because of what Tom was saying. Like most of them will never produce a drug, so they don't have any income or there's no revenue coming in. So they basically have to fund operations by posting, PRs and diluting when it runs, and obviously investors outside of this market as well. But a lot of times that's all they're doing. It's pulling money from the market when it pumps. But yeah, I'm gonna all cash right now. Got a little scalp on it, didn't make much, but I more just want to protect my capital right now going into market open. But I will be watching this when the market opens, though. Oh, Ross got it in CPIX. Johnny, that was a sweet stream, dudes. Thanks. T-Bows and T-Bone kind of goes nicely, and y'all compliment each other. Cool. Appreciate it, Johnny. Yeah, you said we had yesterday already a deep fade of market open with a 250 million new, I don't know, it was that AI infrastructure one, but they had a ton of overhead dilution. I think they were using it all day yesterday. What was that, the AGPU? Like it made that really strong move, but if you look, they were not in a good cash position, and they had all kind of dilution options. So I think this one's a little different. They have some, but who knows? Who knows? I always say the market open is a great equalizer, so anything could happen. This one could easily flush at market open, but with it being at, getting the money flow right now, I wouldn't, hold my breath that it will. Great show, guys. I'll have to rewatch from the beginning because I missed it chatting with the masters. Appreciate it, guys. We're just figuring it out too. We're far from masters, but try to share what we can. I think all of us are green this morning, so that's a win. But yeah, we'll do a little market open. Again, I don't do a lot of market opens, but live streams, but when in Rome, when you got Tom and Colin, we'll try it, see what we see. Because Tom, do you usually trade market up? You usually trade it, don't you? Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't trade the half hour before I open.
Yeah.
It's just too risky for my blood. Or I end up giving money back, and then anything I give back to the market just really irritates me.
Totally.
Because the market doesn't print money, and so when I have it, I hate giving it back. And I know that's part of trading, but I'm waiting for a different setup. Right now, I'm waiting for something fresh. However, I will take CPIX if it goes. I don't know, actually. I'm gonna watch the price action.
Yeah, we'll watch price action. Anything else you're looking at open, Tom, here in a couple minutes?
Yeah, I'm watching,
Are you still watching PAPL at all?
PAPL.
Push to $1 or something?
Yeah.
Okay, PAPL, I agree. If we get a push to $1, this one's going to be interesting. I'm not really too interested in these weed tickers.
That's the only names that I'm watching. Nothing really else interests me here.
Yeah, hopefully we get some halt plays. I never get to do those on live for y'all.
CPX has a strong possibility of halting, I think. If some big volume comes in on it. Although it is 10 million, but still though, I mean.
Yeah, if I was to guess, this is what I think is going to happen. I think it's going to slap VWAP and then just blast off. I could be wrong though.
I think it hits 620 and gets hammered.
So you think it's going to, so you think the first move is the move up?
Yep. First move is move up. And
That'll be better for us because usually the first move is a fake out move.
Yeah. But the underlying news is good, so I mean, I there's nothing I can poke holes in that news.
I know.
I'm missing something. I mean, it all looks good to me.
And I don't like that they don't really need cash either.
Yeah.
All right, 30 seconds, guys. We'll keep y'all updated with what we're watching. Colin, Tom, if y'all are vocal about what y'all see, let me know so we can talk through it. Yeah, let me turn on my halt scanner now since we're going into market open. Oh, I have it up. It's right here.
Okay.
Good luck, guys.
Is that a dog barking?
That's Colin's alerts, the dog barking.
CPIX is going to show us what it's going to do here.
Better?
Yeah, appreciate it.
6.
So tempted to enter at 6.
It's going to go 6. If it goes 6, it definitely
Couple
can halt.
halts already.
There's been a couple halts.
UPCs, ARBK.
I'll pull them up in a second. I'm like locked in on CPIX. I want to hit it here at 6, but I feel like that's the wrong decision.
I think 6 sends it to 620, but no, maybe not now.
This one's high risk regardless, guys. So if you do play CPIX, just don't be surprised if you see something drastic.
PAPL pulled.
Oh, see, there's that VWAP tap. Should have entered 6. Ah, gosh.
This is voluntary, you know.
It's probably a long off VWAP though.
Exactly. On this news, it's
What did PAPL end up doing? Oh, look at your PAPL. It tanked.
all I wanted was one. And there goes CPIX.
I'm almost tempted to take a long on the bounce, but I'm not going to, I don't think.
Why CBD if it does push 150? I'm gonna take it short.
We're breaking down. CPIX is breaking down.
Well, there you go. 6 was it.
Dang, that hurts a little bit. Oh, and we're halting down.
Oh my.
Market, please get filled, please get filled, please get filled. Dang it! I wish I had level 2 up because I would have snuck an order in there.
Is that a real halt down? It is.
Oh, that hurts. Oh, whatever. Especially because I wanted 6, but that's all right.
Wow. That burned a few longs at 550.
Honestly though, I still don't think it's a wrap until it holds under 5. Yeah, resumption price is 501. I think it bounces, guys, personally. I think it hits 5 and then makes a move up. Anything else worth looking at? Because I'm not seeing much else.
YCBD might grind.
Burritos, you ran it? Nice. If bounce is expected, just enter a market order and let it execute at unhalt. Well, you can do that, but I'm not that confident. I'm saying I think it bounces. Yeah, I'm not like, this is me just saying like, I bet it bounces. Because I don't think this is just going to be a red halt fest all the way back down. I think we're going to see it fight. But I could be wrong.
Resumption still 501?
Yeah.
501.
MWYN starting to crawl up a little bit. Or the MWYN. A little bit, but not much. Yeah, I wish there were more plays to look at, guys, but I'm not really seeing much else I like. I'm kind of just going to lock in on CPIX. I hate this is the one I'm locking in on, though, because, again, I think it's decent news. I like it whenever the company is, like, I think it's trash, you know what I mean? ENVB. Getting a little push on ENVB. Okay. Is it very liquid? %13 up. So if it pushes a little bit more, I'll be interested. Watching CPIX, I think it bounces a little bit at 5. Let's see. Is ASTI good? I kind of want to keep an eye on CPIX, but let me see. ASTI. I mean, it's not bad, but this is one of those solar. I don't like really shorting these solar and space companies personally. Oh, ENVB is restricted on TradeZero.
AUD's good run.
AUD, that's a nano, right?
I think so. I kind of lost. I think that's why I just took it off my screen. I'm not going to play it. It looks like a nano. It's going to try to hold here.
AIXI. AIXI is pushing a little bit.
AUD is going to halt up.
Actually, AIXI doesn't look too bad.
CPIX is open. And it went under 5 for a second, and it bounced off it. Oh, there it goes. Boom.
Oh, I think I still kind of think it bounces here, but let's see. No, I don't think it's.
AD halt up. Is it? It looked like it was going to.
AUD just halted, so did car.
Yeah. AUD looked like it was going to halt.
Anyways, back to what was that, AIXI? It looks pretty decent. What are y'all thoughts on that one?
It's only up 28%.
I'm gonna try to take a starter here at 114. It just looks a little too extended for me. So we got a small entry 114, AIXI. I might scale into this one. Playing it small, try to catch maybe like a 10, 15 cent move back to $1. CPIX is kind of tempted to hit it here. It looks like it's done.
I know. I was just watching it. I'm like, jeez. What a play off of 6. Ugh.
TSLL. So not familiar with that ticker. I don't really like this setup though. Underneath what it's been trading at. Could fail here though. This $13, yeah, if we get a little bit higher, TSLL doesn't look too bad.
AIXI, I'm in. 117.
Oh, cool, we're pushing. So what's the float on this one again? I'm gonna probably scale into this one all the way up to the 200. Look, it's sitting there at 130. I'll slam it if it gets up there. TSLL is an ETF, then I'm not interested in. I'm not shorting an ETF. Oh, AIXI is Chinese, 60 million. Yeah, okay. Oh, we're seeing some big 130 something on the bid, 140K order on the bid. So yeah, when it gets up here, it's going to probably do something sketchy. So I'm grabbing me a couple thousand locates to get ready to hit it when it gets to about 129. Dang, it broke down before it got there though.
Give it to us. Give it to us.
That was a big red candle on the 1 minute too, boy.
Did you add it all?
No, I was waiting for like 128.
Because I had 120. I'm getting a little bit aggressive.
Yeah, I'm tempted to add here at 120 though.
Because when I saw that big order, to me it looked like, and it just cut right through it.
I know.
I mean,
And sometimes whenever I see those orders, like the size getting smaller and smaller and smaller, I'll hit it right whenever it gets close to the end. And that one just disappeared too quick though.
it was gone. It might have been a spoof.
It might have been a spoof, yeah. But I'm still averaging into this one. I like AIXI. I'm gonna just average up to 130, maybe even 135. Yeah, they're single use, but they're only $4 for 1,000 shares. But thanks for the heads up. I got a few extra just in case. I know, I'm tempted to even hit it here at 118.
No.
And I did.
It's not a bad play to go and cut it.
AUD showing out in the background.
I'm totally fine not playing AUD.
Oh, rejection off 10, I bet. Oh, it's about to reject off 10. We about to halt down.
Is it? Oh yeah. Under 9 it could halt down.
So yeah, my plan right now, the main one I'm looking at is AIXI. I'm just going to average up all the way up to 130, and then when we get to 130, I'm going to slam it. Like when I mean slam, it's probably 3-4K shares. That'll kind of be my line in the sand.
Is that a halt down AUD?
I'm sure it is. T-Max in, AUD. We're back, AIXI back above 120.
Yeah.
So I'm adding a little bit here.
$122, $123. Oh geez, I just added twice. Okay. I'm at, oh man, I just got heavy. I'm at a 119.
Yeah, I'm 118.9, so basically 119. No, that's a good Simon. That's probably a good job being patient. I got in a little early. But basically 119. So, but again, whenever it gets up to, if we start getting north of 126, probably 128, 130, I'm going to add a lot of size to it. CPIX, kind of moving up. I'm not going to play VWAP on it though. Maybe high a day retest, but not VWAP. Yeah, it's looking a little weak. I think we'll get a flush to VWAP here in a minute. I'm in 4,000 shares already, a little heavy, because now I'm gonna have to go real heavy at 130, so. Colin, what you playing?
I'm in 2,000 shares at 119.
So all three of us are in AIXI. So this one has to work, guys. And the main reason I like it is I don't see any recent news on it. Chinese, but it has a decent float on it. So all red on AskEdgar too. You'll see these with these Chinese plays, these random little pushes. Then they'll usually fail, but let's see what this one does. EUDA. Oh wait, did it have news after hours yesterday? Because it's holding up. But anyways, EUDA. Let's see what this one is. Doesn't look very liquid, and I don't like the chart.
Come on.
I got 4,000 locates on the sideline though, waiting for AIXI if it pushes a little more.
I've got all the shares I need on each one.
What's your next ad? 125, 129?
Probably 126. Oh, EUDA is halted. That's why I said it doesn't look liquid. Oh, is that a double halt? We might get to see, y'all might get to see my halt play then. So if this thing halts a few more times, so somebody asked about this question earlier, what my halt play is. When there's two, ideally 3 or more halts in a row, when it flips red, it usually flushes pretty clean. So I'm gonna grab some locates on this one. just in case it does do that. So yeah, it's pretty simple. Market cap I really don't care about. Float I don't really care about that much. I like for it to be over $5 though. It seems to work better. Oh yeah, this is a double halt.
Yeah, AUUD has already halted twice.
I'm gonna try it whenever it flips red. So this is my main play now. But AIXI is looking pretty good too. My first cover is like 113-ish.
AUUD.
So yeah, EUDA. Car halted. Don't look. You get depressed. Well, I might get me a halt play here on EUDA. So it might work out. Oh, but it only has 4,000 in volume right now. Oh,
I was just gonna say that.
yeah.
You guys are looking. It hasn't traded $5 grand yet.
Yeah, so that's why I want to see it halt a couple more times. Get some volume in it. But actually, these are the ones I actually like that are lower volume, but this is too low.
Yeah. I mean, we could get right there with it.
So yeah, I want to see it hold up a few more times.
Is that a random pop, or is it? I'm not looking at it.
Yeah, it's random.
4,000 put it that high?
I know, it's crazy, ain't it? And the float is only 1.5 million. I like for the float to be a little bigger than this, especially for my halt plays. And it's Singapore, so yeah, not going to rush into this one, that's for sure. Because
AIXI is
AI,
giving us a little bit here.
come on, see if AIXI breaks down. Dang, EUDA only has 4,000 shares traded. I hope it halts up a few more times.
I just put my covers in on AXI. AIXI.
My trade ideas isn't giving me notifications. I don't know why it's not speaking it out. AIXI slowly fading.
Very slowly.
AIXI is pretty evenly matched on the bid and ask, so I wouldn't expect anything big. I mean drastic, not big. Don't you agree?
Agree. It's just China or Singapore, so anything. Wouldn't be surprised if it does flush nasty at some point.
Yeah, right. The bottom might fall.
But yeah, not a lot of action today, guys. I really like AIXI. They're just waiting for it to break down here. If EUDA looks like it's going to halt up again, then I might. Oh, AIXI is pushing back to 120. So yeah, if we get to 126, that's my next ad. But if EUDA looks like it's going to halt up, I might sneak a few orders in it too. But yeah, next ad on AIXI is 126. We might have to get there.
I just added. Oop, you, my dude. Ooh.
I might go long, is what I meant by that. It's strange. There we go. I slammed it up there too. A couple thousand more shares. There we go. Trim some of my size down since I was in the money. I got up to 6,000 shares. And I'm gonna hold the rest. But I'm kind of keeping an eye on EUDA, guys, because if it looks like it's gonna hold up again, I might try to, like I said, sneak a long order in there. See if this turns into a halt fest. It's been halted for a while. Oh, you're still in full TMAC on the halt down on AUD? Let's go, bro. But yeah, just hanging out with AIXI. Again, when it gets up to like my next orders, I got 2,000 waiting at 129. Sweat need a new shirt, I bet. Here we go. It's AIXI about to hit 129. And I'm probably just got filled. So now 130 is kind of the, I want to say line in the sand, but I'm not going to be happy if we break 130. And hold. I don't mind a little wick above it, but I don't want to hold. Damn, keeping an eye on EUDA because again, there's about to be a play on it. Yeah, XI looking crazy manipulated right now. Last ad, AIXI 130, so no more ads after this. Yeah, they could be messing with it for sure. EUDA, what happened with this one? I'm long. Got in at 995. Oh my gosh, it says it might open at 12. That'd be nice. But yeah, so AIXI not looking too hot. So I don't want to see it hold 130. We are going to get my Golden Goose halt play on EUDA though. That's 3 in a row now.
Average AIXI.
Dang, I'm down $500 on it. Oh, now that's flush and not so much. Only down $350 now, but good little flush. My average is 123 as well. So if it gets back down to those, I'm gonna trim down some of my size because I'm up to 7,000 shares. I know it's so tempted to just slam it, but I'm trying to control it. But yeah, EUDA long in it, 995 as well. It's saying it's going to open around 11, but as soon as it flips red though, that's when I'm going to short it. It's only 17,000 shares traded on it. It's pretty high risk, but I think there'll be some more volume brought into it here shortly. EUDA, Chinese stock, yep.
AUUD.
It does look, it's acknowledging this 200, so I do like that. See how it just didn't push through it cleanly? We're getting a little bit of a pullback here on AIXI. So I do like that. EUDA Singapore. Yeah, I know what you meant. This is Singapore. I'm in at long 995. Saying redemption, it's going to open at 1150. I'm not going to close it until it flips red. Then when it flips red, I'm going to flip short. Dang, XI is fighting. Man, it's so tempting to not slam it right here. But I've already entered a couple thousand shares, so. But I'm about to enter one more stab at it.
You can hear my mouse doing it. Click, 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 click. There it is.
Dang, it's breaking a new high too.
Okay, this is it right here.
I'm gonna have to trim out of some of my size, I think. So 130, I'm setting a stop at 136 on half my shares. I'm not gonna be happy about it, but it is what it is.
126 average.
That's where you are.
I can't say I like it now. Feels to me like it's getting extended here as well.
I know, I just wish I wouldn't have got in so early. I'm getting rocked on it right now. Already stopped out of some at 136, and I'm probably gonna just stop out the rest 141.
Oh, go, drop, drop. Okay, high of the day is 140. I don't know, I'm just gonna keep doing it. 126.7 is my average, and I am loaded.
How do you enter EDUA? I use buy or sell stops. I just do market orders when I really want to get in them. Yeah, I just use market orders. Car at 290. Oof. Should have swung that one, man.
AUUD.
Because I'm not a backside trader, Big Mac. Yeah, not a backside trader. I'm a front side trader. So, and it's not really that much size. I'm only in 7,000 shares, and that's why I stopped out quick, because it was approaching the 200 daily. They typically fell there, and I still am not. And I love Chinese. So, Chinese plays are like, I make a lot of money on it. So, again, not a backside trader. I'm a front side trader first. I will play backside, but that's the main reason. I know when it fails big, but why not be safe and wait for confirmation of a fail? Because you miss a lot of the moves sometimes, yeah. I try to aim for the top, and again, I'm not saying that you should, but that's what I do.
Go. Obviously I'm heavy.
There we go.
Go.
Let's drop a little bit. But yeah, however you want to approach it, but yeah, that's how I do it, yeah. Because a lot of times when you wait for backside, the move's already kind of over. Yeah, I stopped out a few at 136 though, so I'm still in 5,000 shares though. So we get a flush back to VWAP. Should still be green on the trade. Yeah, no, Big Mac. Yeah, totally. Yeah, it's just a different style. Yeah, I do backside some, but I usually just try to average into a position. This one, though, I didn't play it as well. I got too heavy too early because I thought the 200 daily was going to fail at 130, and it didn't.
What are you playing with on an average, Colin?
126.
Just under 120. Yeah, 120. I could call it 127.
EUDA says it's going to open at 13 bucks. I'm in 500 shares from 9.
That's your day. Jeez. That's a good grab. There. Drop.
And then when it flips red, I'm going to jump in it too. Yeah, let's see if we get that AIXI drop.
AIXI, give it to us here. Come on, give it to us here. I'm going to trim some out at 122.
Yeah, my first cover is 124, just to trim some size, and my big cover is 121. And then I might hold some though, because like Big Mac was saying, backside like these Chinese tickers are usually pretty nice.
Put us under 125. I'm told that's fine. It's taking a little while in delivery, huh?
Oh, you got in, Gerald? Nice. Got in 98 shares. I got in 500 shares. Really want to see AIXI break down here though.
This is the spot it has to do it, in my opinion. Right here.
Do you got the level 2 pulled up? Is there a lot of orders from here to 120 or whatever?
It's just, no, it's heavier on the bid for sure. But it's, I don't know,
it just looks evenly stacked. It's hard, that's a hard read.
Yeah,
Oh, there it is.
there it is. Perfect. We're breaking down now.
Okay.
Let's go.
Right here. Come on, please. It's my day. Okay. 2 more cents. I'm trimming here.
Yeah, I got out of a lot at 124. Got filled.
I got an order filled. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say I got an order filled at 124. I moved it just because of the price action.
Yeah, I didn't make that much on it, but I survived it at least.
Yeah, I think that was survival.
EUDA is where I'm making the money on these halts, these sketchy halts. Y'all know I love these sketchy plays.
Do you have an update on the delivery?
Let's see what the delivery will be here.
Where are you in EUDA at? The $9 or something?
$9.95.
Jeez, wow, that's great.
500 shares.
Alright,
Wow.
I'm gonna cancel the rest of my
You're
photos
over
here.
there.
Yeah, it's taking its delivery a long time, but it says 12 minutes, so it'll be here soon.
No, I just was. Thanks for checking this. I was asking.
So I'm still holding a decent amount of. I can't really get away from my other screen because I'm in that halt and when it flips, but I'm trimmed out of most of my AIXI. But I do think it could break down a little more though. $800 to 288 on car. Wow.
What is that?
Car is at 288 now. That's why I played it yesterday. I knew when it finally broke down, it was going to be nasty. And I only caught $100 of it.
Well, after I'm out of AIX, I'm gonna take a break.
Your food should be here then. We playing retest? 140?
No.
No.
I had too many ads at 123.
Yeah, same. I got in too heavy too early.
And then not 129, and then 134.
Look at CPIX. It's at 450 now. Dang. That's $6. That's going to haunt me. But we'll probably end the live stream once the food gets here soon. So after the first halt on EUDA, you placed a market order and waited for the unhalt to get filled. No, so I waited for the unhalt to see if it was going to continue green. And once I saw it take off green on this low volume, I just hit a market order and I got filled, expecting it to gap up like it's about to do. And then whenever it flips red, the goal is to cover quickly and then enter a short. And usually after 3 or more green halts like this, when it finally flips red, it gaps way down. This has been a long halt though.
EUDA.
Okay, oh shoot. I don't...
Whoa. Money.
I'm out, and now I'm in my long position.
You're in a short?
Yeah. Now I'm out,
Whoa.
because I was scared I was going to get caught in the...
Again. Nope, hold again. Trying to.
Yeah, I got out. Thank God. Lost a little on that, but I made long, but lost a little on the short, because it flipped back green quick.
EUDA.
Hey,
But I got back in long. Let's go. Only 111 shares, though.
AXI right here.
What'd you say?
They hauled it again at 1440, or show up a resumption at 1449.
Yeah, but I'm only 111 shares now. But AIXI is the real trade. So let's see if it breaks down here. I'm still holding 4,400 shares. I must have got partial filled. Yeah, I almost got caught in that hauled up though. I'm glad I was able to cover. The EUDA looks like it's about to go on a halt fest.
Two more ticks on AXI.
You're still in EUDA. So this is what happened. I covered when it flipped red. And then I went into my short position. Then when it flipped back green, I got out real quick and entered long again. But I entered 500, but only 111 got filled. I'm waiting. I'm wanting it to break down. All this stress has put me under. I want to see this thing break. There we go.
122. I'm out half, and it just filled.
Ended up making some money on it. Look at this.
I thought you had already got out of that.
No, I trimmed. Then I had my bigger trim at 122 and 123.
So yeah, AIXI, it was a brutal one, but ended up.
I had 6 ads.
Yeah, I added an insane amount.
And
7,000 shares.
Okay,
7,000 shares.
I'm still in 3,000. Wait,
I'm out 75%. I'm holding 25% just to see if it can get into 116.15 area.
oh my gosh, look at this. We're
With
at
this chart,
121.
it could. I mean, this is where it should do it. Right here.
Oh, we're in the
Yeah,
one.
here,
I'm
here.
still holding, but I'm gonna cover a little here, I guess.
Boom. Boom. Boom.
Cover some 119.
Boom. We like it. All right. Cool.
That was nice.
I'm breathing.
We can breathe a little easier now.
I got so heavy there. Jesus.
It looks like EUDA is not going to gap up much this time, so this might be the one where it flips red. So it's saying redemption is 1378 now.
For some reason, I just went long. I'm out. I covered too many and went long.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I covered too many and went long at 120 and sold at 121. I'm up. I'm all cash. I'm pretty much.
So Tom's all cash. I'm still holding some runners on AIXI, but we're probably going to wrap up here, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Call it one play after market open AIXI. It wasn't the smoothest, but we flipped it green. I stopped out at 2,000 out of my 7,000, but then ended up catching, and I'm still in 3,000. I think it's going to break down more personally, but I trimmed a couple thousand here, 120, 119.
700 was my.
Look, here we go. We're at 118, guys. Oh,
There it is. Yeah.
and I'm still holding. But I think it could bounce here, though, so it's probably a little dangerous.
I just covered a little too many at 124.
But
It hurt me a little bit, but I had 12,700.
we're going to wrap up now, and we will see y'all tomorrow in the Discord again.
Thanks, everyone.
This will be exclusive in the Discord tomorrow. We do Friday live streams if you're interested. Link for the Discord's in the comments. And as usual, thank y'all for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.
See you guys.
Sweet.
It's at 116 right now.
It hit my